Alright, so I promised some news with regards to our colony. So everything was going well. You know this is going to be a positive story when I begin the phrase everything was going well. We gained 2 new colonists, technically 3 new colonists, but one of them betrayed us, so we had to kill him. We gained 2 new colonists, and then we got raided by insects. And everybody died except Nitro. Nitro is the only person alive. Asterisk by that sentence, because technically, who's the other person? The other living person. Was it Yisa? I think Yisa. Yeah, Yisa, you're still alive because Yisa's character is paralyzed and can't move for the next 30 or so days. So we've got 2 people that are alive, but only one of which is, can move on her own. Lunar Waffles, we tried multiple times to tame that turtle. It was like a 15% success chance. We never rolled high enough. Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine, Kisa. So everybody died. This happened at like fucking 2:30 a.m. last night. It's like I was like, I gotta get to bed. The insects broke a lot of shit. Specifically, they broke 2 of our coolers. They almost broke more of them, honestly. They broke all of our sarcophagi. So our old buddies are just out here being exposed to the elements. We lost several animals. We lost hippo. We lost Flora. Miss Muffet will probably be okay eventually. Mark Muffalo's getting healed up. Boomalope or Boomalady will probably be fine. There is a significant chance that we're gonna lose this colony because if Nitro goes down, that's it. Then everyone's gone. Is Kisa Cat alive? I believe she is. Animals. Yeah, Kisa Cat's fine. She's still alive. Yeah, she's still alive. Only missing the tail. Just not too bad. Class of the booch. Yeah, would turtles like kombucha, or tortoises rather? Yeah, I think it's because they go for things that are considered valuable, which is odd to me. I feel like, I don't know if I want to say that that's a problem or like it's a bug, but it's strange to me that for people raiding it makes sense, but for insects you would think that they would just crave violence, that they wouldn't target specific things. But yeah, they were specifically targeting our coolers because they wanted to ruin our food supply, and they're gonna succeed if we don't fix these soon. And then they started to target things that were just expensive or of high value. So yeah, it's video game logic, but I'm just like, would an insect... I mean, I guess it depends on how advanced these insects are. Thank you to another anonymous donation for Extra Life. Thank you very much for that, my friends. I should mention, by the way, that I don't touch any Extra Life money. It goes straight to Children's Miracle Network, so I don't take a cut. Extra Life itself doesn't take a cut, so 100% of what you donate is going right to the nice folks over at Children's Miracle Network. So it's you can rest assured that it's a very safe and I will stake my reputation on their what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just on their like respectability, like on how honest they are with the money that they spend, or the money they earn rather, through donations and such. Is that the cat that's the one, the very same Lunar Waffles? Yeah, the very same one that took out that ostrich almost entirely by herself, which was amazing. Similar kind of thing. I know it said it was anonymous and I didn't see a message. I'm gonna double check because sometimes the little notification thing doesn't quite show the full picture. I want to make sure that if there was a message that I do not ignore it. And yeah, no message. Thank you again to the Extra Life donation. That was my knock. Well, thank you very much for that, my friend. Yeah, the website's a little bit weird. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit weird. Sometimes it'll like somebody will be logged in and they'll leave a message and it'll show up on the donation page, but it won't show up on my end, which is a little bit weird. But thank you very much, Minoc. That's incredibly generous of you, my friend. Like I said, you can rest assured the money's gonna, of course, go all to helping out sick and injured children who definitely need the help. But thank you, my friend. That's very generous of you. People like you make this shit happen, baby. That's what we love to see. So good, man. So good. 4th year with Extra Life Trial Card. Yes, I love it. I love it. I think this is my. I don't say this to like try to be like, oh, I'm better, or that I'm trying to one up people. But I believe. I'd have to double check the numbers, but I think this is my 11th year, I think. Because I started in 2011. It's not that I'm, like, better than people. It's that I'm old. So I've been doing this for a long time. Thank you for the cheer. Nut. Sounds good, Shelly. Thank you for joining in, my friend. Thank you very much. And thank you for the cheer as well. The turtles, though, yeah. But you like the kombucha. I've actually never had kombucha. My girlfriend had... one of her previous jobs, she had some coworkers one coworker in particular who loved kombucha, and they would like kind of make fun of him, like just, you know, lightly tease him. And at one point somebody was like, yo Cam, I see you hitting the booch over there. So now they call it the booch, and now I call it the booch. So it's like I'm just propagating this dumb phrase that I love so much. Yo, Trothgard got you into it, Minoc? Yes, Trothgard, you are an ambassador. That's what we love to see. Thank you both for your incredibly generous. That's a lot of money, man. $25. Think of the Steam games you could buy with $25, man. That shit ain't cheap. But thank you very much, my friend. Seriously, that is more than I can ever expect. So all that said, our colony is not looking good. Our colony is not looking good. It's well, they're relatively cheap now. Yeah, I guess $25 would take you a lot further in a Steam sale than they would in a non-Steam sale. What's up, Derek? Derek, good to see you, friend. Came from Minoc. Excellent. Well, you know what? Minoc is an excellent individual, so you have good tastes in streamers that you hang out with, and thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow as well. It's very nice of you, my friend. I had a big old backlog. Dude, I feel that too, man. I feel that. My backlog, actually, earlier today, we did a Twitch St. Louis community meetup. Not like a miniature unofficial meetup. Myself and a few other Twitch St. Louis community members, we just went out for lunch. And the topic of Steam libraries came up, Steam backlogs. And one of my friends, Black Magix, who's a friend of the channel, he like made mention of like, yo, you should see Alex's Steam backlog. And I'm over here like, I'm trying to hide behind the menu. I'm like, no, it's a point of shame for me, dude. To the games library. Yeah, dude, that's how it goes, man. It's like I'm making it worse for myself. And here I am, I'm playing a game right now that I've put like 250 hours in. And I'm considering playing more older games that I've had for years. Like, I could play games that I have on Steam that I've yet to play, but why do I keep coming back to the familiar stuff? Hey, what's up? There he is. There's Black Magic. Yeah. Talking about the lunch we had earlier and how fun that was. It was good getting to see people. That was my first time getting to see a lot of the St. Louis Twitch people. Probably over the course of like the better course of like a year at least, probably a year and a half at this point. Because I think our last launch was like in, I want to say February of last year, I think. Maybe like early March, because I remember we were talking about Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing, and those came out on March of last year. So it would have had to have been somewhere around that time. But yeah, that was a really good time, Black Magic. And thank you for Black Magic was the one who initiated the conversations that had us do that lunch. So shout outs to Black Magic for inspiring us all to go and hang out, which was a really fun time. Oh, I do appreciate that, Minoc. I try really hard to use neutral language until I know, and because I always feel a little weird just being like, yo, tell me what your pronouns are. But I mean, sometimes it's really obvious. If somebody's screen name is John Bro 6969, it's like, that dude, he's probably a dude. But yeah, I have to stop myself, because sometimes I'll say, hey, thanks, dude, and it's like, they might not be a dude, they might be a dudette. So I do try to use, you know, inclusive language. But thank you for the heads up on that, Minoc, because yeah, now I can remember that. Most people think the nickname, yeah, it's like some screen names kind of, when they first hit the ear, they might sound masculine or feminine. Hard to say. Just buy more games because talking about it more. There's so many games where I think to myself, I'll get to this eventually. So I'm implored to snipe it now, or like the humble bundles. That's where they get me really bad, because it's like, oh, this is a very economic package deal that I should get in on, and then they sit in my library and the shame accumulates. Much like the rain in this game. That was the other thing too, for the reason that raid with the insects went so poorly, is because we had a quest that I should not have taken. It was, let's see, where was it? Forced Weather. It was a forced weather quest that I should not have accepted. We got some good stuff out of it, but they said that they would give us foggy rain for 17 days. I stupidly accepted this because I thought to myself, well, if we get a raid, that means we'll have a hard time shooting the bad guys, but the bad guys will have a hard time shooting us, so it's fine. I wasn't expecting an all melee raid of insects. I thought we would get like a bad guy enemy faction raid. So I was like, you know, we'll all be on equal footing, but yeah, we couldn't land our shots for the insects. That's why they just ripped our faces off, man. Stuff was gross. Take like a half day. Yeah, no, it was a fun one, but yeah, it's like there was one point I was like, yo, I gotta go. Like, my work schedule has like been really easy this week, so I really can't complain. But at one point I was like, oh, I gotta go, and it was fine. You know, everything was fine. I didn't miss anything, but I knew I had to get back to check emails and whatnot. Kombucha wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would have alcohol typically, because like the stuff that I'm thinking of, yeah, they're like, yeah, they would drink it at work, so you wouldn't think. I wouldn't think that it would have alcohol, you know, by default at least. One thing. Oh, really? Who is the famous person in Waffles? If you don't mind me asking. Because yeah, when I think of kombucha, I just think just the grocery store stuff. That's yeah, you wouldn't have extra sugar. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be sweet necessarily. A little bit of fruit juice. Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be overly sweet. Yeah, till about 3. Yeah, I think I had to hop off at like 1. No, I think it was like, shit, it was probably closer to 2, wasn't it? Where dude is unisex. Yeah, no, that's how I am too, Lino Waffles. Like, usually I'll use the phrase dude interchangeably, but I realize for other people it's like, you know, not everyone feels that way, so I try to be wary of like using language that might not necessarily be considered inclusive. Like if somebody were to call me that, I wouldn't consider it an issue. You know, I wouldn't worry about it. But if I'm calling it to other people, it's like I need to be considerate of these things. The shame What's up, Stream Chakra? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the margaritas, yeah, because the place we went to, it's a place called Fuzzy's. It's a really cool taco, like Tex-Mex franchise. It's pretty good. And yeah, the place we went to, they had like a really fascinating beverage. I don't know what it was called, but it was like a margarita with like a Mike's Hard Lemonade like jammed into the middle. Seemed pretty legit. Northeast, yeah, dude is just dude is like a can be a way to hail somebody. It can be a description. It can be a greeting. It can be a sentence. I mean, there are so many times where all you can say is dude, and that's just it. Yeah, stayed till 3. Yeah, exactly. We stayed really long. It was a good time though. It was a really good time. So, but yes. So with our colony, got a little messy. Things got a little bit murdery. So Nitro is currently dealing with Mark Buffalo. I'm very proud of that name. I didn't come up with that name. Somebody else did, but I'm glad I remembered it to apply to this guy. So we'll get these guys healed up as well as we can. Same with Boomalady. We'll also want to get Boomalady. Okay, so it looks like she'll tend to all those friends. I'm gonna go and unpause. But yeah, we lost pretty much all of our colonists. It's all but 2, really. What's up, Farfanugan? Yeah, it's so deep. When Farfanugan said dude, I felt that. I felt that shit right there. Now, one other thing we could do maybe is Dallas over here. Dallas is... Let me check the log entry for Dallas. Dallas, Salad. Was it Wanderer? No, it wasn't the Wanderer. That was when Jace betrayed us. We don't talk about that. That was not a good time. A wild woman. A person living amongst the wild animals has entered the area named Dallas. We try to attempt or arrest her. I would love to do either one. The problem right now is that she ate some raw berries and got food poisoning. She's also 71 years young, but she's a great shot and would be very helpful for our colony. So I want to try to get her, but we kind of have other stuff to deal with right now. It was good. No, I feel the same way, Black Magics. It's like I hadn't gotten to see any of these people in a long time. I'd actually never gotten to hang out with AJ before. She'd been at the previous big meetup, but at that point I just hadn't like had a chance to like meet everybody yet. So I had not had a chance. 2 conditions still need mending. Nitro, I'm gonna have you focus. Oh no, she is focusing on Miss Muffet. Yeah, Miss Muffet. Let's see. How bad is Miss Muffet looking? Death in 7 hours. Death in... Oh, Boomalady's... Oh, no, did we lose Boomalady? Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess we lost Boomalady. Oh, there's the notification. I wasn't paying attention. Well, that is unfortunate. So, yeah, we lost, I think, all of our Boomalopes. I think. Oh, we still have Boomalad. Okay, that makes me feel a little better, at least. It's a pronoun adjective. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that one, Black Magics. Yeah, my favorite, still my favorite Whiplash answer to that one particular prompt. It's the kill card, man. It'll slay every time, and I can't take credit for it. I didn't come up with it, but I have adapted it for myself. It would just say dude in various tones. Yeah, I will find myself absent-mindedly beginning a sentence with the word dude and not have it be directed at anybody. It's like I'll just say it as like a filler word. Just to fill the air and like to, it's like a discourse appetizer. It's like I say it out loud to prepare my mouth to prepare my mouth for the rest of the sentence. So it's like I use it to lubricate my, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but you know what I mean. Dude, where's my car? I unironically love that movie when I was like a like 12 years old. I have a feeling that's one of those movies that I should not watch as an adult because I think it would ruin it for me. But I loved that movie as a kid. That was a dumb, stupid ass movie, and I loved it. Arctic's like, keep going, Alex. You'll know when I'm done. 70 show references, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's every once in a while, like, something will happen where, yeah, I'll be reminded of that 70 show, and I'll just quote it without thinking of it, just absent-mindedly. That was a good show. That was a show that I watched a lot of in high school, and I loved it. Actually, Nitro, I'm gonna have you work on Miss Muffet. Tend to her. Can't you use this medicine? I guess she needs more medicine. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, well, if you're going back, I guess we'll have you deal with Mark first. Miss Muffalo will be fine. Yeah, she's good for the next couple hours. Let me unleash the animals that are still kept up right now. So for Kisa Cat, that'll be Pet General. Everybody else, Pandoras Livestock. That 90s show, yeah. When we think about when that 70s show came out, it came out in the mid 2000s, and here we are 15, 20-ish years later. So yeah, we're like not that far off. I know, didn't they make that 80s show and apparently it was awful? Has a life-threatening, oh, that's not good. Oh, life-threatening blood loss. Yeah, I mean, we've plugged it up as well as we can, so we just have to hope that he'll make a natural recovery. We want to rescue Nitro. I'm gonna have you work on Miss Muffet. Wonder how Nitro feels about me constantly saying her name, and I'm referring to her colonist, the colonist who was given her namesake, not, you know, the person behind the screen name. The goal, yeah, I heard it was not good. I heard, like, it wasn't horrible, but just not great. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall this puppy over here, and then build another puppy right here. We're building all the puppies, apparently. Oh, there you go, Arctic, yeah. Jesus, yeah, that like super like early 2000s. Well, I guess, no, Hackers was 90s, wasn't it? Yeah, so like mid to late 90s hacker gear. Now, Muffington Post, I know, isn't eating Mark Muffalo, but that looks like that's what's happening. He's just eating a simple meal. Major break was for Nitro. It's almost like she's stressed out for some reason. I don't know why that is. Barely paying attention. Same, honestly, Nitro. Discount 60s and 70s. I mean, I think the 80s has a lot of fascinating stuff there, but yeah, apparently the show just didn't have the same magic, unfortunately. Oh no, we lost the heart that we had kept up, because of course we lost the climate control. That's unfortunate. We worked really hard to get that thing. Maybe that's what it was, man. So for those who remember, we had Wester, who we had taken prisoner, and then she quickly began to age rapidly, and she ascended in the course of an in-game month. She ascended to 518 years old biologically, but chronologically she was only 32 years old. She was so old she couldn't move on her own, so we couldn't release her. We couldn't trade her off to a trader person. We could execute her, but we were gonna feel bad about that. Eventually, it was decided we would execute her, but if we're doing that, we might as well get some body parts out of it. So we took her heart, and that killed her, of course. Maybe this whole circumstance was Wester's curse. Maybe this was Wester's curse because we killed her so brutally, extracted her heart violently. Maybe this was our comeuppance. Maybe this was like what tweaked the RNG just so to send us into ruin. Miss Muffet can walk now. Has everything else been tended? Yes. And yes. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, real quick, I'm going to make a separate resting spot. Also, I think I might need to sneeze. I need to sneeze? I'm thinking about it. Do I really want to sneeze? Do I really want to? Let me seek deep inside myself. No, I think I'm good. Never mind. I've been sneezing a lot lately. Like, over the last few days in particular, it's been allergy central, apparently. Hack the Planet! I've actually never seen the whole thing. I've only seen, like, some bits and snippets. I feel like it would be a fun movie to watch. Just to say that I've seen it. To have experienced it. The number of hackers just doesn't grow throughout the show. I would hope that, yeah, we're just constantly getting new people. That'd be great. And Nitra is cleaning up a surprising amount of stuff, which is good. I think I would rather have her try to rescue the food if possible. We already lost, you know, some... we already lost the body parts we were holding. Look at a light. That's an interesting strat. I've heard of a couple ways to do it. I had an old boss that told me that if you are about to sneeze and you really don't want to, you don't want to abuse this strat too often because your brain will get used to it. Why is she cleaning so much? Is she what she needs to do is rest. I guess I can't. Oh, does she not have a bed anymore? Oh, I probably. Well, no, she needs to rest up like in a medical bed. And actually, that's something I can do. I can tell her to rest until yield. Because she's exhausted. Oh, she needs to feed Yisa, who is starving. Well, let's do that real quick. We have some food just out here in the rain, in the pouring rain. Very strange. Nitro has gone catatonic. I can't say I'm surprised. She'll recover in several days. Because she's in intense pain. Alright, well, in this case, we're just going to triple time it and let come what may. So that's pretty much the worst case scenario. I'm going to set everybody to unrestricted. All the animals to unrestricted. So they can at least get to food. Well, do I want to do that? I think for the animals, for the livestock, I'll keep them in livestock. But for Kisakat, I'll let her be unrestricted. Sorry, I got distracted. So yeah, so you don't want to abuse this threat because your body will get used to it, or your brain will get used to it. Oh, she's collapsed, but okay, but I can't draft her yet. Is she still catatonic? She's like passed out, but I don't think she's catatonic anymore. So let's watch for when moving can pop back up again, because I think she's too exhausted. So the strat you want to do is you want to say the word watermelon out loud when you're if you're able to catch it in time. You think you're about to sneeze and you don't want to, say the word watermelon out loud and it'll catch your brain by surprise if you say it without contemplating it too much, and it'll distract the rest of your body from going through with the sneeze. So that's the strat, and it's yet to fail me, but again, I try not to do it too often because I don't want to get used to it. Good to see you, Mr. JD, by the way. Good to see you, buddy. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Oh, time to get Wyco wasted. Arctic, hell yeah. Make yourself a booze run, my man. What is a photic sneeze? Means don't walk. Oh yeah, when you walk outside at least, yeah. Yeah, because, allergies is 100% why I've been sneezing so much myself. Twisted tea is good. Yeah, I've heard twisted tea is good. Yeah, I have a couple buddies who are really big into the hard cider, that kind of stuff. And hard lemonade in this case. Yeah, I've heard Mike's Hard is pretty good. Raspberry ones, that's good too. Nice. In a social situation. That's the thing, like, sometimes you're in a situation where you can't really do it and have it be weird. And have it not be weird. Because yeah, if I'm at a work meeting and I'm about to sneeze, I'll just let the sneeze happen. But if I'm like at my desk and I don't want to sneeze, or I don't know, there's not a ton of instances where I'm by myself and I don't want to sneeze really badly. But in the rare occasion when it happens, it can be nifty. Transport pod containing a new person. If she survives the impact, she will be badly wounded. Normally this would be very good news, but I can't do anything with this person. Let me go to where this is. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Where light triggers it. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that would have the opposite kind of situation if you look at light to prevent the sneeze versus having the light cause it. That's fascinating. I wonder what like the biological reasoning behind that is. Like why by looking at light would cause sneezings to happen. That's right, the cider. I remember you were saying it's like, dude, this thing needs to hurry up and get the fuck ready, man. This shit takes weeks. So Eudokia would be a very capable colonist, even if she's an eccentric, nimble couch potato. Wait, a nimble couch potato. Interesting. I would love to get you, but Nitro cannot walk. So, mild catatonic breakdown happening right now. What's up, Jim? Good to see you, buddy. Poor Nitro. She's been the protagonist of our story, although she herself is starving. Yisa is starving. It's moderate malnutrition, which is not good. So that's, it's getting up there. Time to get some booze runs. Absolutely. Thank you, Minoc. Thank you again, Minoc. You had very nice raid. And thank you to you and to Trothguard for your very generous extra life donations. Yeah, just thanks everyone for being here, guys. Thank you everyone for helping out with the boost that pushed us over the edge, which was very helpful. Yeah, I've only been live for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and things are going well. For me, things aren't going so well for people like Nitro, unfortunately, or for colonists like Nitro, who is like experiencing a catatonic breakdown in the middle of a foggy pouring rain situation. Poor looking like a champ, and I appreciate that, my friend. I do the same stuff, man. Whenever Dallas is up, and of course she hasn't joined us. She's just wandering around. I hope that she has the wherewithal to eat meals and not just like frozen meat, or in this case unfrozen meat, because it's gonna all start spoiling. Psychoid leaves have deteriorated. That's fine. There's gonna be a lot of those messages coming in pretty soon. Yeah, Dallas is up though, at least, so she's recovered from her food poisoning. But no, I do the same thing though. Like if there's a lot of people that I'm watching, or if I have a lot of friends that are streaming and I'm doing other stuff, I'll like open a bunch of tabs. I'll kind of pop around to different streams. I'll lurk like a boss. So sometimes like I'll like make mention of like a thing that a friend was doing, and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know you were watching." It's like, well, I was being a creepy little lurky hobbit. That's what I'm best at. So what is likely to happen for this colony is that Nitro, unfortunately, as well as Isa, will probably unfortunately pass away. At which point we'll start a new colony with a new colonists, a new biome, a new pet, and new possibilities. So we have new possibilities ahead of us. Thank you, Bad Dream Unit. What's up, buddy? Thank you for that raid, my friend. Thank you. That's very nice of you, my friend. Here, let me do a quick shout out for our friend Bad Dream Unit. Bam! We got that shit playing. Oh, doing some arts. Was last seen playing art. Maybe I should change the text for that command, because I mean, not everybody is always playing things necessarily. And yo, we got the Bomberman alerts. Yo, I'm a disgusting Bomberman fanboy when it comes to like old school. Well, maybe not that old school, like the N64 era. So yeah, a lot of the alerts and sound effects are Bomberman related. But thank you, Bad Dream Unit. How can I ask what kind of art you're working on today? We're playing RimWorld. It's not going well. I'm letting it play out. Nitro has experienced a catatonic breakdown, so she can't move on her own. Yisa has passed away. I'm unfortunately not surprised, because we couldn't feed her. Because Nitro is, incapacitated, sadly. So we're probably about to start a new RimWorld colony, which is not a bad thing. Oh really, Bad Dream Unit? That's like so perfect. That's so freaking wild. Yeah, I would say Bomberman 64 in particular. If I had to pick one video game that is my favorite game ever, it would probably be Bomberman 64. Paint some minis. Ooh, Dark Souls board game. Can I don't mean to, I hope this isn't like a rude question to ask. Can I ask if you've had a chance to play it yet? Because I don't know anybody that's had a chance to play it, and the game looks so cool, but it also looks kind of intimidating, but it looks really freaking neat. But yeah, Bad Dream Unit, freaking Dark Souls board game, freaking Bomberman. Are we besties and I just never knew it? It's all because Dave died. I think what it really is because when we harvested the heart out of Wester, I think that cursed the colony. I think that brought some bad mojo upon the colony. Seems complicated. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's really good, because I mean, I think it's like been reviewed well. Just I don't know anybody personally that's had a chance to play it yet. But yeah, it looks a little bit intense. But honestly, Dark Souls is intense. It is intimidating, so it's appropriate, all things considered. But yeah, can I ask, Bad Dream Unit, if you're comfortable sharing, or if you have a way to share, do you have a way to share like screenshots or pictures of the minis you were painting? Because I'd love to see your handiwork. It is kind of complex, yeah. You still enjoying it though? Yeah, painting the models. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's probably a good way. If nothing else, like, yeah, you can paint the minis, you can kind of vibe out, read the rule book and whatnot, kind of get learnt with the game before, busting it out. Because nothing's, well, I shouldn't say nothing's worse, but one thing that can be frustrating is having some homies over for a board game, and then like nobody knows how to play the board game, so everyone's like, it's the blind leading the blind. Got some links? Yeah, if you have some links, I would love to see them, Bedroom Unit. We'll bring it up on the stream. Hey, Gem with the MS Paint Challenge. How's about this, Gem? Let's wait for this to run its course, because let's be honest, we all know. I mean, yeah, Nitro sadly is, I think, going to pass away. Unfortunately. Oh, there it is. Everyone is dead or gone. This story is over. Maybe someone else will find a use for the ruins of this place. What's the Morrowind death message that you see if you, like, kill an important person? Like, something like, with this character's death, the thread of prophecy has been severed. Reload a previous save before this character's death, or languish in the cursed world you've brought upon yourself, or something like that. I don't know. Something very ominous sounding. The threads of fate have been severed. Unfortunate. This was a really good colony. I'm gonna say keep playing. This was a really good colony. I'm gonna go ahead and say everybody's unrestricted, so we'll free the animals at least. This is a bummer, man. This was a good colony. We had a good location. We were really lucky with the geothermal generator that we started with. Had the free pool table, a bunch of free beds and other furniture. This was good. The one downside with this colony is that we had no, or very little at least, in the way of mineable steel and that kind of like mineable resources. Not a lot of rock walls nearby. So that was one limitation. And again, we just had some unfortunate RNG. The thing that keeps getting us is we keep being given raids that are too spicy for our colony to handle. Like, we had that one raid that killed 3 of our colonists because it was 5 colonists versus 6 raiders, all of which with guns, and that was our 3rd raid ever with this colony. And that kind of blows my mind, so it makes me wonder if I should switch out from Randy, because Randy's known as being a hard dude, but like, man, we keep having that, like, it's a constant thing, and we just keep throwing stuff that's too much for us. I'm gonna stick with it. But for now, at least. But yeah, Randy doesn't fuck around, dude. All right, friends, new colony time. Holy shnikes. Holy actual shnikes. New colony time, because that colony just crashed and burned something fierce. Can't say I'm surprised, because at the end of the stream yesterday, I kind of knew. In the 50s, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Hey, what's up, Boyle? Good to see you, buddy. So what happened? Everything went great. In fact, everything went so good, our colonists died of happiness. It's weird. They all just keeled over because they were too happy. The cause of death said Alex is too pro of a gamer. Yeah, it was, we're just too good. We're just too good at video games, guys. Sorry. No, the honest truth is that we had a really bad raid of insects that got us last night in particular. Or rather, an in-game raid, not like the nice raid that my doc just gave us, as well as Bad Dream Unit. Those are the nice people raid. We got a bad guy raid in-game that happened last night that killed everybody except one colonist, and then that last colonist died because she experienced a catatonic breakdown and starved to death. So it was kind of a brutal way to go, unfortunately. This all happened within days of harvesting somebody's heart while they were still alive. So I'm starting to think that the curse of Wester was really what brought down that colony. I think that the bad mojo, the bad juju, if you will, was what brought us down. So yeah, everybody died, and the raid that got us was a very, like, strong raid, and it happened during a foggy rainstorm where we couldn't see them, and they were all melee, so we, like, couldn't shoot them, so they just instantly closed the gap and fucked us up. Yeah, Wester died. The minute we extracted her heart, she died, as expected. But then a few in-game days later, we got raided, and we got fucking murdered. So I think the curse of Wester is what got our asses. Can we roll stuff? Yeah. Are some unstable traits? How's about this, Lunar Waffles? Since I feel a little bad. I feel like I kind of like I said we were gonna give you a name for a colonist last time, and then we had to, like, I realized I messed up because I saw Arctic posted a message. Like, I thought he was, like, saying it in jest, but no, he actually wanted to have that colonist name, and he did post it first, so I was like, oh shit. How about this, Lunar Waffles? I'm gonna give you first choice if you wanted to be our pets or one of the 3 colonists. I'll let you choose, because I feel a little bad. I feel like I screwed you over last time. Karma comes around quick. You sure? Yeah, we stole her heart. Literally, like, stole her heart with flowers and chocolates. No, we carved it out of her chest cavity like a fucking barbarian. It was an orgy black hole, which is how it should be, honestly. Put it in a jar. Yeah. That's some like Edgar Allan Poe shit, isn't it? Like carving out body parts from a past loved one and keeping it in a jar by our bed. Isn't that what he did for Annabelle Lee? He dug up her body and like extracted her teeth from her skull and like kept it in a jar under his bed or some shit. It's yeah. Edgar Allan Poe was an interesting lad. All right, so still Randy after all these years. Strive to survive. It's one step up from just adventure stories. So one step up from normal difficulty. It's not like murder difficulty, but it's kind of hard though. The Telltale Heart. I thought the Telltale Heart was like he kills a guy. It's a short story where he kills a guy and buries him under the floorboards, and the guilt of committing this murder like is personified by the sound of like a beating heart that he can hear underneath the floorboards. And he has like some company over, and he can hear the dude who committed the murder can like hear the pounding of the heart, but nobody else can, and he's like paranoid that other people are gonna hear it and find him out. I thought that was the Telltale Heart, but maybe I'm getting my stories mixed up. That's the one. Okay, because I think the Annabelle Lee thing was maybe that's like an old wives' tale or a urban legend, but I believe that like the whole thing about him digging up his underage wife, who might have been also his cousin. I can't remember the whole story about the whole Annabelle Lee situation with Edgar Allan Poe, but it was like weird in many ways and probably illegal in many ways too. But yeah, after she passed away of, I want to say like typhoid or something, I don't know, some awful disease, that yeah, he like dug her up and yanked out her teeth, and it's just gruesome. All right, so still Randy after all these years. Strive to survive, reload anytime. I am playing in permadeath mode. You'll notice, oh, actually you will not notice because my tags have not been updated. Let me update that real quick. So permadeath, randomizer, and modded. The reason I say permadeath is because if a character dies, they stay dead. I'm not going to reload saves unless there's a glitch, because I'm running a lot of mods. It means there's a chance that there might be a mod collision, there might be a bug, there might be a crash. If that were to happen, I do want to enable autosaves, and I will reload saves at that point. Otherwise, I can't reload saves based on the rules that I'm giving myself. I can't reload saves if something bad happens. We must stick with the bad things that happen, and we must live with our mistakes. Or our tragedies, at least. Just like in real life. A guy digging up a body that's rotten. Oh, that's like, there's like one of his short stories. There very well might have been, yeah. I only know of like, the only stories I know decently well are, of course, everyone knows The Raven, The Telltale Heart, The Cask of Amontillado, and I think that's probably it, honestly. And he wrote a bunch of short stories. All right, so real quick, I need a seed. Chat, feed me your seed. Shoot it right into my, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but it can be a phrase, it can be a word. The first like short phrase or word I see in the chat, the seed's going in. So whatever it's gonna be, I think there is a character limit. Let's see what the character limit is actually. Garfield, you got it. With a capital G. Very far from good. I hope that was just like a random, like the first thing that came to mind. It's like, oh shit, what do I say? Because that's what my brain would have done. His life reads, yeah, it kind of does, Siri Matraka. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's 100% how I feel. Like it's almost like it's almost impossible to believe some of the like tragic circumstances around his life, and honestly, no fucking wonder the dude wrote such dark and brooding works, because he himself had a lot. There's just a lot, man. Holy shit. Kills the yeah, exactly, no Waffles. Oh wait, you're saying someone shoots at a wall, kills the Germans on the other side of the base, then reload? No, in that instance, I would stick with it. I would say, all right, we gotta rebuild. We shall rebuild, my friend. First word that comes to mind. Yep. The room. I don't know that one, Amnesia. But I think I actually have, I want to say like a compilation of a bunch of his short stories, like in a single book form. I think I got that for Christmas one year, so I have no excuse. All right, random site, bam. It's gonna be temperate forest. We haven't had a temperate forest in a while. Oh, we're gonna be on an island? Oh no. That is equal parts good and bad. I think it was it right there, I think? It was. I shouldn't have clicked away. I wanted to see what that was. I think it was there. I think it was right there. Feel free if anybody can correct me if they want to, but I think it was that one right there. So we're on an island. I don't think you can like cross the sea. Maybe there's ways to do it with mods. But yeah, this is gonna be a weird one, Dave. Kill the only enemies there? Yeah, so this would be a faction. I can't click it. I mean, I guess I could click it, but I don't want to. Actually, I guess I can do this. I can see if it's an enemy faction or a friendly faction. They are enemies, but we could become friends with them. They're not negative 100. If they start at negative 100, then they will stay hostile forever. But if they're at negative 90 or 80, then it's fine. Up one. Okay, thank you, Dave. Yeah, because I want to. So this one right here. Because yeah, you know I'm trying to like stick to my rules, man. My self-imposed rules. Gilligan's Island. Hobbitgans Island. I mean, if nothing else, naming the colony is gonna be real easy this time. Hump on the island? Or do you mean jump on the island? Oh no, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I would sure hope so. All right, so these are our 3 colonists. Holy shit, this person, what is this? I've never had somebody start with a level 20 shooting, level 20 anything colonist. Good fucking lord. Well, we have 2 fucking gunners, but this person, good lord. I mean, this person is 61 years old already. Slightly addicted to alcohol. This person can't do shit. Dumb labor or skilled labor. Ah, we already have someone who can't haul, dude. Oh man, that's always so awful. But at least 2 out of 3. Just like the great philosopher of our time, Meatloaf, once said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. These colonists do suck, but dude, Slick though is a fucking badass, dude. What a gunner. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking bonkers. Welcome back, Mr. Arctic. By the way, I'm all right. So, do I just say it, or how's about this? For Arctic and Dave in particular, and anybody else who enjoys this, I'm gonna while this is loading, I'm going to play you like a few seconds of something, and I want to hear what your like knee-jerk reaction is, and see if it was anything similar to mine. Because we were talking about this series not too long ago, and I can't remember what it was, but something led me down a rabbit hole, and I listened to some of this game's soundtrack, and now I have an itch, and I don't know what to do with this itch. So I'm gonna play a few tracks, or a few seconds of some tracks. Just let me know what this does to your brain. Because the itch, I know that's how I feel, Dave. I'm like, dude, the itch. Hold on, there's like just a few more. I'm not gonna play the whole songs, obviously. That one, oh, dude, just inject it into my brain. So I'm really enjoying RimWorld. However, this itch, I don't know what to do with it. Should I play PSO 2? Should I play PSO 1? Like Blueburst, like Dave and I did? What I'm thinking about doing is, if I want to play PSO again, 1 that is, I would want to do it, the playthrough I did with Dave 3 years ago, was it, Dave? Was really fun. For those who are curious, this is Phantasy Star Online 1. Phantasy Star Online 1. And Dave and I streamed it to we did a duo playthrough of it 2 or 3 years ago, and it was really fucking fun. But that game, gets really hard in the later episodes, so much so that like only 2 people, we only barely scraped by. So I want to do it with more than just 2 of us, ideally with a full party. So I'm like, if I could get Dave and Arctic, and what I might do is call up my boy 3D Blast. 3D Blast is a friend of the channel. He is a vaporwave music producer. Actually, he produces a lot of styles of music, but primarily known for like vaporwave and future funk. And as the name implies, he's all about Sega. And I know he streams, and I bet I could get him. I bet I could do what I just did to you guys. Be like, yo, 3D Blast, tell me what you think of these tracks. And he's gonna be like, God damn it, Alex. So what I'm still kicking around the idea of how I want to do it, but I might be tapping you guys at some point. If you're down, to join in on some Phantasy Star Online at some point. And maybe also we could, you know, if people are unavailable for some days or that kind of thing, it wouldn't have to be like a super regular thing, but as people are available, that might be kind of fun. Yeah, if there's a plan, I've got some ideas. New Genesis though, yeah, that's the thing too. I think like I do want to try New Genesis. I also want to try that. So I'm torn. We could do both. New Genesis, part of me wonders if I should try it on my own first. But Arctic, I know you've played a little bit of PSO2 already, so maybe having somebody who knows some of the game as well would help. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not 100% decided, but I want to do some kind of Phantasy Star Online thing, and I think I'm going to do it on stream. RimWorld will continue to be the main thing for a while, but I might interchange it with some PSO at some point. JD wants to try it as well. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do the JD, Arctic, Dave. Maybe we could pull in Randy. Maybe we could get like Kurtafi. Like maybe we could have like a you know a group of people that we pick up. I think the party size is limited to 4. But maybe we could have like a pool of people and whoever's ready on, you know, some given day. I don't know. I'll figure it out. The first one is kind of unease though. Yeah. PSO 2. Yeah, I haven't played 2 at all. I've only played PSO 1, episodes 1, 2, and 4. I never did play episode 3. What was the let's find out, Lunar Waffles. I'm excited. Overwhelmed with 2. Yeah, apparently New Genesis. Yeah, I've heard exciting things about New Genesis. Yeah, because of all the expansions and all the other content. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff for sure. Yeah, New Genesis. Well, New Genesis came out like a month ago. We're just gonna say standard, which oh no, not standard. Events only, which means we'll probably never see them, but as like a super rare thing. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's see what we have. You can see we have some ruins nearby already. So see what we got. Yeah, well, that's a good point too. Yeah, the Japanese version had been live since 2012, but yeah, then finally in 2019, we got the US release, and then New Genesis was this June, like last month, technically. But yeah, that was exactly it, because all that content had been made for 7+ years or so. So when it dropped all at once for US audiences, we were like, oh my fucking god. 2013, yeah. Yeah, because that would have been, I mean, it was possible to play it on Japanese servers and whatnot. Obviously, there was lag, you know, when you were playing from the States. But yeah, that was pretty wild. Also, we have a little Chihuahua named Conjurer. That's so fucking cool. Oh man, I almost don't want to change this name. Oh, I love that name so fucking much, dude. All right, so let's look what we have. And like I said, Lunar Waffles, you will get the first pick, my friend. Slick was a space marine. That makes a lot of sense. You were a they were a vat-grown soldier and a space marine. So their whole life has been shoot and murder, and they cannot care or social. Keep the doggo's name. How's about this? Lunar Waffles, it's your choice if you want to be any of these colonists. Let's see what else we got. So Slick, a vat-grown soldier, a space marine. You cannot get better at shooting in this game. Well, actually, there is an experience level, but I think 20 is the max level. I don't know what the experience numbers have beyond that, but yeah, this person is a badass. Can do mining, is oddly artistic, which is usually when somebody is a melee or a military badass like this, they don't give a shit about art and stuff like this, but here we are. Hey, what's up, Lime Sherbet? No, everything's fine. How are you? So the joke is, whenever a colonist has died, or a colony has died, or an animal has died, what you do is when you walk into a RimWorld streamer's stream, is you say, how's my favorite colonist? Insert name here. Or how's my favorite colony? Insert name here going. And then the streamer has to be like, they're great. They are just fine. Like, you know, we have to like try to smile through the tears. So yeah, our colony died. We had literally, I think it was 17 days of incessant rain, and then it was foggy rain, so nobody could like see anything for like lining up shots and firing bullets and whatnot. And I was like, okay, that's fine, because if we get a raid, we won't be able to shoot at the bad guys, but the bad guys won't be able to shoot at us, so we'll both be on the same playing ground. The problem is, we got raided by insects that are melee only, and they destroyed us. They killed all but one person, but then the last colonist suffered a catatonic breakdown because, you know, everybody died, and then she starved to death. So everyone died. This all happened only a few in-game days after we harvested the heart, the still beating heart of one of our only prisoner at that point, because we had nothing, there was nothing else we could do with her, so we needed to execute her. So we decided to do it through less than humane ways. And my theory is that Wester's death by organ extraction had cursed our colony. I think her dying breath cursed us, and that fucking ended our asses. So I think the bad mojo, I think the bad the heebie-jeebies that surrounded that whole tale was what really brought us down. But yeah, that shit was fucking wild though. Explosive, yeah, we were just so happy. We were just so happy. Yeah, we had an event that said the Empire wants to test out a weather modification tool and they want to try it in your area. With your consent, they will do it, and they'll send you some supplies to help you cope. And it was 17 days of foggy rain, and I accepted it. I shouldn't have, because again, I thought we would just get raids of bad, like, evil faction dudes. I didn't realize we were gonna get raids of motherfucking, like, I don't know, insect dudes that ate our buttholes out of our bodies, so that was kind of scary. Yeah, that one line. Yeah, exactly. Who knows where her eyes went, or her heart for that matter. It just popped out organically. So yeah, the curse of the House of Wester was what brought us down, and I'm okay with making that the headcanon. So yeah, that shit was pretty wild. So yeah, so we're looking at new colonists. So we have a Slick, who is a terrifying force of nature with a firearm. This person is it's a lady, a space marinette. She's mildly addicted to alcohol. She has a bad back. She has a couple scars, so not too bad though, not too bad. And she is, I think a 3 might mean that she is, I can't remember what the Kinsey rating scale is. I know 1 is, or no, oh, I think 0 is completely heterosexual, 1 is a little curious, 2 is like more curious. I think 3 is exclusively homosexual. So I believe Kinsey is gay, or Slick is gay rather. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Estelle is also gay, and Yilling is a little curious. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how the Kinsey ratings work. Oh, that's sweet of you to say Limes on live stream, and I appreciate that, my friend. I almost just called you Limes again, by the way. I've mentioned before, the problem is when there's a streamer I follow, and her name is Lime Malicious, and everyone calls her Limes. So I now know of multiple Twitch people who have Lime in their name, and one technically has limes in the name. Let's see what else we have first. So this is Estelle. Estelle is incapable of a lot of things, but she's good at social. Oh, awesome. Thank you for that, my friend. Holy shit. Thank you, my friend. That's very generous. Subscribe for 8 months. Thank you very much, which means we're 1 month away from our first sub baby. Awesome. I'm excited. I think we're both gonna be proud sub parents. Is it 0 to 5? Oh, it might be 0 to 5. So 3 might mean like still kind of curious, like not 100%. Arctic, that's correct, Lime Sherbet. Yeah, that was unfortunate. 3 is the midpoint. Okay, cool. Okay, so everyone's at least a little bit, you know, a little bit curious. Yeah, dead center, interesting. Yeah, very good. Thank you for confirming that, because yeah, I was saying it out loud, but I was like, I'm doubting my intel here. So Estelle, bless her heart, she's 26 years young. She was raised in a cult as a child. That explains why she can't do so much, because she had a very neglectful childhood. She's a medieval lord now, which meant she was even less doing of things. She's outdoorsy but very abrasive, which means she'll probably start social fights sometimes. She is an intellectual, incapable of intellectual, never mind. So she's good at social, she loves art. That's about it, man. She is gonna be hauling, cleaning. Oh wait, no, she can't haul or clean. Oh man, Estelle, she's gonna be so awful. Oh, bless her heart. She's gonna try her best though. Now we have Yilling, also incapable of intellectual. So Slick, you're gonna be our intellectual at 0, by the way. She's a dog person. She's sedentary. She's a little sickly. Good at crafting. Really good at melee. Also pretty good at mining. So medical, dedicated medical person, which is good. Wasn't cultivated well. Very good. I need those puns more. They will. Oh yes, all of the Lime Twitch people will form together like a Lime Voltron, a Limesy Voltron. Can we have an orgy? I mean, these two would definitely be down. Yilling at a 1, she would take some convincing. It's all ladies too, so every night is ladies' night with this colony. The previous colony was also all ladies for the longest time. The artiste, yeah. Which means we're gonna have to be like churning out stone blocks constantly. Cause you need stone blocks to like create works of art. God, I mean, she can deal with animals. And she can learn medical. This is gonna be, Estelle is gonna be nearly useless for us, man. I feel a little bad. Gonna be a little bit rough. Yeah, so they all have things that are not great. Are there any other health things to speak of? Nothing for Estelle, nothing for Yilling. So I would say Yilling is the, like, Yilling will be good. Yilling's really good at crafting, good at medical. That's really helpful, honestly. Then we have a little dog friend, little Chihuahua dog friend named Conjurer. That's such a good name. I love that name so much. You give a small, tiny little rodent dog a very ominous name like Conjurer. Abso-fucking-lutely. We got some gunners here though, man. I mean, Yilling's not great, but Estelle is very good, and Slick is literally a legendary master, which I've never seen before. I've never seen a colonist start that good. Only incidentally. Yeah, so one, it's like they're a little bit curious, you know, a little bit. A little something. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine, Little Waffles. In that case, so we have some colonists to name. Honestly, same, JD. Honestly, same. Alright, so, how's about this? We're gonna do the thing that I've done previously, which is to say we have 4 things to name, 3 people and 1 doggo. If you would like your screen name attached to any of these 4 things, people or animals, I'm gonna type a message into chat. And the first 4 people that type me will be given, based on the order in which it happens, like first person will get their first pick, second person gets second pick, etc. The order in which it happens, we'll read that out and apply names as people would like to their preferred colonists or doggos in this particular case. And yeah, so again we have Slick, the shooting badass, is still the pretty versatile person. And then Yilling, oh, I'm sorry, Estelle is not versatile. Estelle is an artiste, and that's a social artist, and that's about it. And then Yilling, who is fairly versatile. So you can already tell Slick is going to be the protagonist of this story. I mean, she is the badass who can do a lot, and she has the burning passion for art. But unfortunately, Estelle is going to be the main artist, because that's nothing else that she can do. Sorry, thank you, Psychofreg, excuse me, for that follow, by the way. Alright, so here we go. You're gonna see a message from me in the chat. The first 4 people that type me will get their names slapped onto things. And make sure that you watch the chat. Don't listen to me on stream because there is a stream delay. So it'll show up in the chat before you hear me say it on stream. So here we go. I will count down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1... go! There we go. So the first 4 people, we got Arctic, we got Psychofrog, we got Farvanugan, and we get Lime Sherbet. You got it, my friends. Alright, so Mr. Arctic, you get your pick, my friend. Welcome back, Yisa. Got some food. Can I ask what kind of food you got, Miss Kisa? Or Yisa, rather? The lack of useful personnel. The thing is, we're at least in better shape because we're not going to have as many raids, I don't think. The Space Marine Arctic, hell yes. Hell to the yes. Now, hopefully this colonist lasts longer than your previous namesake colonist, Arctic, because I feel bad, man. We got your boy last time, and then they died very, very soon. So we got Arctic set up. So Psychofreg, what would you like of the 3 remaining characters? We have Estelle, not very versatile, Yilling, fairly versatile, and Doggo, the Conjurer. Oh, that sounds awesome, Yisa. My goodness, that sounds really good. Just wait until a mech hive lands next door. Yeah, I mean, that shit can and will happen. Get the Doggo, you got it. And how's about the Psychofrag? I will give you the choice. Would you like your name applied? Or do you want to keep Conjurer? Like, it's up to you, because we were some people like this name a lot. I could go either way. So it's up to you, my friend. If you would rather, here, we'll train you to attack as well, so you'll be a badass. Because, yeah, we could say... In fact, Conjurer's okay? Because Psychofrag's a pretty cool... Honestly, they're both badass names, so it's up to you. But I like, these are both, like, very ominous, like, cool fucking names. Can I have enough room for both? Can we do Conjurer Psycho Freg? Ah, we're just a couple characters short, dude. Conjo Freg. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. In Sexual Glory. At least you're not like Dave's character, who all three of the starting colonists were all straight as an arrow, and Dave's colonist was like had an insatiable appetite, sexual appetite, so to speak. Some good limb removing. Yeah, Arctic wanted to steal everyone's kidneys. So that was the thing that was gonna happen. I mean, that's also, yeah, so I can tell you, I have not installed any STD mods, but I'm positive that they exist in the modding community for this game. I mean, let's be honest, out of I think it's like 10,000 plus mods for this game, somebody had to have made an STD mod. Stealing kidneys, yeah. It's a solid business model. So yeah, Psycho Frank, just to be clear, would you prefer Conjurer or would you like your screen name? Because I like your screen name a lot, and they both have some like chaotic energy that would be very, very befitting for a Chihuahua. Screen name, yeah. Let's do the screen name. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I kind of like your screen name more on this guy, because it's very ominous, and I love it. So we got the doggy friend, and next up is Farfanugan. Farfanugan, do you have a preference on which colonist you would like? If you want your name to be applied to Estelle, the social artist, or the other person. Estelle, you got it, Farfanugan. You got it, my friend. And then Lime Sherbet, you will go to Yiling. As soon as I figure out how to name people. There we go. Make sure I spell it correctly. Yeah, we got it. Bam. And then Lime's Herbert. Herbert. It's almost the name Herbert. Almost. Her title is blacksmith. You're a blacksmith? That's cool. Oh, that explains the crafting. That explains it. Yeah, it was your colonist. Yeah, it wasn't Arctic the person. No, I would never give that away about you, Arctic. I would never. Shifty eyes. In the food channel, Arctic, I saw some conversations earlier about the Altoid stuff. I have the video queued up, but I haven't watched it yet. It's about the Altoid stuff, and then also the spaghetti pizzas. And I didn't know spaghetti pizza was a thing. Like, but I'm not surprised that it's a thing. But yeah, I saw those two conversations. Yeah, that's awesome. Reverse engineering. That sounds cool. So cool. I like Altoids, but I've never had the tangerine sours. Gotta keep it up, Lime. Absolutely. I'm super down to keep it up, Lime. A crafter. Yes, you are by far our best melee person. So much so, I might not even give you a gun, at least for a while. So as you can imagine, we need to start off with the usual types of deets. So we're going to say allow all these things. In fact, here, let's just kind of like do everything all at once. So I'm going to say steal, allow it. Usually there's some wood nearby as well when you start out. Also, Jesus. Oh, what the hell? What? Guys, could we make our first fucking, what am I trying to say? Like mountain HQ? Oh no, there's insects already? Dude, we just got here. You kidding me? That's fine. We have a shooting badass. We have a ferret. Oh, we have a ferret. That's cute. One of Grace's cats, his name is Ferret. And animals who are named after other animals make me smile. So infestations are gonna be a problem. So that's gonna be a thing. The Altoid fruits. Yeah, I've never had them, but I saw your comments and you said that you loved them back in the day. So I'm really curious. Yeah, this mountain range is legit. Medical skills 9, that's very good. Yeah, especially starting out. Like, I'm used to starting with the best medical skill of being 3, so starting out with 9 is wonderful. Tangerine is the most popular. Interesting, yeah. I'm so excited. And also another one. Excellent, yeah. And work our way in. Yeah, we'll have to extract the hives, and something tells me they'll continue to pop back in. But there's some stuff already here. There's some fungi that we can make food out of, I think. There's already some kind of cooler operation down here. Maybe some other ruins. There's some ruins over here with a few beds. So there's a couple things we got going for us. Some more ruins down here with some bones that are forbidden for some reason. Another bed down here. So just various things. A fuck ton of muffalo, and oh my dear Christ, we have an angel moth. These things are actually not that scary, but they look very ominous. I see that we have an MS Paint challenge, thanks to Yisa, by the way. Let's do that real quick. Citrus and mango, we're also on the menu for the sours. Yeah, lots of ruins. Yeah, what could have possibly caused the ruinous things to have happened, Amnesia? I can't imagine what could have possibly gone wrong. I'm sure we have nothing to fear. But insects themselves. We're of course going to give Arctic, you're going to get Shoot. And then Farfanugan, you're going to get... Oh wait, no, Farfanugan... Yeah, Farfanugan gets second Shoot. And then Limes, you get Knife. You get Stab. Shoot, and Stab. That's a fair point too, Arctic. Yeah, so it could be, yeah, early 20s. So family pack does make sense. Yeah, it actually might be legit. It really could. Or like a family pack for like a Thanksgiving get together or something like that, like family gatherings. Oh, and yeah, Yisa, unfortunately your character died because nobody could feed you because Nitro was the only able-bodied person. And when she went into a catatonic shock for several days, she starved to death, and unfortunately so too did Yisa. So it was very, very tragic. Where to set up shop? I'm thinking, I've never actually done a mountain base, so what I want to do is clean out the insects, and I think I might set up shop inside. I think at least one person is an undergrounder, so that would make at least one person really happy. This person likes to drink booze, so they wouldn't be sad. Oh, this person is outdoorsy. So Farfanugan might be sad about being stuck indoors all day. Okay, never mind, nobody's an undergrounder. I must have been thinking of the previous colony then. Although they could maybe acquire the undergrounder trait eventually. Bit more than a week. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad, all jokes aside. And I don't know how expensive that family pack is, but it's probably like an economic choice. Like an economic option, that is. Yeah. No, we don't dwell on those details. Exactly. We don't worry about that detail. How's about this? I'm gonna say Arctic, you're gonna get the helmet. And then Lime, since you're our stabby wabby murder boss, we're gonna give you the flak vest, and I'm thinking also the pants. So you're gonna wear the pants in this relationship, Limes, no pressure. So Arctic, you got your helmets. I like that we added a mod that makes it so that helmets don't obscure hair, which is kind of cool because I like the hair, I like the silver fox look. It's very dashing. All right, so we're all geared up now. Keep the pants away from me. Actually, Arctic, I think you are already wearing pants. You are. And I think if I were to make you remove them, your character would be sad. Although some colonists are nudists, and they're super down for that kind of shit. Oh, really? Oh, ooh, that could be unpleasant. I mean, I guess if it's a little bit of wine, it's probably fine. But yeah, I know that for some folks that can be problematic. Stabby tanky, you damn well right, Limes. Because you remember that Elgaso in the previous mod, previous colony, he was our melee guy, and he single-handedly took down an entire raid. Granted, other people were distracting the raiders, but yeah, he like finished everybody off, which is pretty dope. The stabby shanky. All right, so let's look at our workload as well. I always like to do this with numbers. I like to start off with 2s. So Limes are going to be our doctor. You're our field doctor. We're wielding a scalpel to to perform surgery, like field surgery, that kind of thing, but also to stab bad guys in the face. That's what that's all about. We have one person who is capable at research and is admittedly not good at it, but he's gonna do his darndest, and that's all that matters. Literally only, well, actually no, there's a few people that can do fishing, although I don't think we have to worry about fishing because I don't think there's any running streams nearby. There does not appear to be. Some standing water, but no running streams. Also need to allow all the survival meals. There is 57 survival meals on the map right now, which is pretty cool. What else do we got? Let's say, yeah, bed rest, yes. Only 2 people can haul. Basic, that's fine. So Warden's gonna be Farfanugan and Art, and I guess Hunt. And that's about it there, unfortunately. to having children drink. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I understand wine is a little bit different as long as it's like in moderation. Yeah, it's not too bad. They're intertwined. Yeah, you can't have one without the other. Looks like we don't have a lot of construction ability, so there's gonna be some sloppy construction jobs. The good news is that both of you are equally not good at construction, Lime and Arctic, so the good news is that, like, we can at least tag team, and there will be some sloppy moments for sure. Handle animal. Looks like nobody's good at animals. 1, and 2. Looks like Lime, that's gonna be you. Although I think I might give this to Farfanugan, because it's one of the few things that this character can do, unfortunately. So, handle will be Farfanugan. We'll set it to 3 for other people. Do we have any cooks? Looks like Arctic's gonna be our cook. Yes. Set that to 2. Set that to 3 for now. Let's see. Arctico, are you our plant guy? You are our plant guy. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me. And then, of course, we know that you like mining. I think so does Lime, doesn't she? Yes. I'm gonna set Lime to be a mine of 3. Or limes, rather. Continue to meme. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, Lunar Waffles. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Ah, God, that's awful. Yeah. Just do all that, yeah. With booze and... I've heard about the booze and ice cubes thing, yeah. Man, that's really unfortunate, Lunar Waffles. I'm sorry to hear that your family's had to deal with that. That does sound awful. Yeah, I'm sure it's the kind of thing where, like, at least some people probably saw it coming. I would imagine it's still shitty to deal with. When you're still, yeah. I'm glad, Lunar Waffles, that there was at least some proper goodbyes, but that's traumatic. That's traumatic to go through for everybody involved. But yeah, no, I understand that, like, there can be issues when it comes to, yeah, prepubescent alcohol, that kind of stuff. Again, you know, like Arctic said, you know, like minor, very small amounts of wine, it's fine. Like, there's, you know, there are ways to do it without going overboard. But yeah, it can be problematic, and yeah, that's just awful. That's awful that, you know, it's this person. I don't know how old your father was in Waffles, but it's like, sounds like he died, you know, a lot earlier than he you know, otherwise should have. So that part alone makes it, you know, particularly tragic. But you know, that is what else can we do? What else can we do than to soldier on? But that's shitty. That's shitty. It's a shitty hand to be dealt for all parties involved. Set that to 3. Plant cut. Yeah, that's still Arctic. No pressure, Arctic. But again, Arctic, you're the protagonist of the story. No pressure to you. No pressure, but we're all counting on you. Crafting is going to be Limes, right? Yes. Lime, you're our crafty person. And then, of course, Art is going to be Farfanugan. Set that to 3 for Lime, because Lime can do... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, no, Arctic can do art. Arctic, more like art. Tick, nailed it. Set that to 2. Set that to 3 for... Okay, maybe not. So, hauling and cleaning, research and fishing and writing, there we go. So we have coverage everywhere, except for maintaining VATs, but we're not going to have that. That's not going to be a thing for a long, long time. The brother didn't handle it well, yeah. Gosh. Man, I'm so sorry, Lunar Waffles. That whole situation leading up to and you know, the event of his passing sounds awful for everybody involved. I'm really sorry to hear that was so, such a traumatic thing for everybody. It's like, I mean, like you said, like, you know, some family members handling it worse. Gosh, yeah, I wouldn't wish that kind of situation on anybody. You're clearly a very nice and good-hearted person, so I mean, I would imagine it's probably, you know, probably not easy, but I appreciate that you're keeping a pretty good, you know, spirit about the whole thing. But yeah, to call it tragic would be a gross understatement. Sent really nice. Oh, that's nice, JD. That's really sweet. That's always nice, especially with, you know, holidays coming up. You know, for those in the States, we got a holiday coming up. A fairly common holiday, so lots of people are doing family gatherings and whatnot. So there's lots of that going on over the next couple days, that kind of thing. It was a while ago, yeah. I'm glad to hear that it's mostly water under the bridge, but yeah, that shit still hurts, man. That shit still hurts, and that shit sticks with people for a while, so It's never easy having to go through something like that. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and draft everybody. And we are going to assault the caves and take out some insect friends. 15 years ago, yeah. Yeah, I know that's something you've mentioned before, Arctic. It's like when you become an adult and you kind of like see your parents less so as parents and more just as humans who are fallible. Sometimes like if they seemed amazing as kids, it kind of brings them back down to like normal levels. And if there was a, an unstable relationship as a kid, you can kind of like start to understand a little bit more. There obviously can still be some bad blood, and that's totally fine, obviously. But like for a lot of us, at least, there can be like, yeah, I at least see how a certain circumstance happened, or maybe it's not quite as like, maybe they're not a villain. Maybe there was just some some unfortunate things that happened, or other circumstances that led to bad things. It's time to murder all the insects. You're damn right, my friend. More to somebody than the worst. Yeah, exactly. More to somebody than the worst aspects or their best aspects. I mean, I think for a lot of us, I was a very lucky person. Both of my parents are fucking awesome. I mean, my dad's cool as hell. I'm a little bit biased, but my dad's cool as hell. My mom's dope. She'll pop into streams sometimes. So like my parents are really cool, but and I'm not gonna divulge too much just because it's kind of personal family stuff. But yeah, my parents are both awesome. They are no longer together, and they're on pretty like good cordial terms. But there was a while there where they really weren't. And without revealing too much about myself, I'll go ahead and tell you that I have 4 half siblings. I don't have any actual like full siblings, but I have 4 half siblings, and my brother, my closest brother, the one to whom I was the best man for his wedding, so we're super close. He's a cool dude, and I love him to death. He is 11 months older than me, and we have different mothers. And I didn't think that was weird until I was like, it just dawned on me as a teenager. I was like, wait a goddamn second, what the hell? It like just kind of dawned on me. And my parents have been separated for years up to that point, so no surprise, right? No surprise there. But it was like, oh, that's weird. Like, that's weird, right? So, yeah, so my family situation is very good right now, but there was a point in time when I was a kid, things weren't so cool. People were not so happy with each other, and I was very well shielded from any trauma or any drama even. And I'm grateful for that, because I had an awesome childhood. So it's like, and I didn't know about the stuff, again, about this drama stuff. So like, learning about it more nowadays, having very candid conversations with my dad, with my mom, with my stepmom, the mother of my brother, and my now stepdad. Of course, my mom got remarried. Yeah, it's like you kind of learn a little bit more about the circumstances that led to a thing. Why did my mom stay with my dad after my brother got married? And then why did they choose to have me? Or was I an oopsie child? She claims I wasn't, but I don't think I believe that. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being a happy mistake. But it's like, yeah, it's like it brings it down to more human levels. Suddenly my parents aren't this infallible deity that a lot of us think that when we're kids, like, oh, my parents know everything. No, our parents were fallible, and sometimes they're full of shit. I love my parents to death. Sometimes they're full of shit. So sometimes I'm full of shit. So it's like, again, it's all about keeping it realistic. If it was normal to me, yeah, it was normal to me, and it was never like, I remember at one point my mom asking me like, she would be like, she wouldn't ask me this often, but every once in a while she'd be like, yeah, is your half sister nice to you? Is your stepmom nice to you? Meaning, my brother's sister, my half sister, and his mother. She would ask me like, are they nice to you? Like, do they treat you well? And I was a happy, comfortable kid, and I was like, yeah, like, why wouldn't they be? Like, I never questioned it. Like, it was just totally normal to me. And later on in life, I realized, like, yeah, had people been less mature about that, they could have absolutely taken that out on me. Like, I was a product of kind of a ruined marriage in a way, or at least a fractured marriage. So I would have been an easy target, and had my half sister and or my stepmom or anybody in that circle been like less cool about the whole thing, I mean, there's an alternate universe where I turned out like a really bitter, angry piece of shit because I was like treated like garbage as an adult, as a kid, but I wasn't, because I had an awesome childhood and I'm like a happy dude now. So, like, I have some friends that had not quite the same situation, but similar situations, and I saw how, yeah, they had a much harder time with it, and I go, damn, dude, I got some good RNG with my childhood situation, because it could have easily gone that way, honestly. Sorry, I'm derailing the conversation a lot, but I enjoy, you know, from the game at least, but I enjoy this conversation because it's something that comes up a lot in my mind. It's like, you know, again, it's like you think about these things as an adult, and it's like, damn, all the other ways it could have gone. Mom was out job hunting, yeah. Lots of peanut butter and honey sandwiches, yeah. Jeez, yeah. Get the Lego stuff, yeah, yeah. The bad traits, yeah, so like there was good and bad, but yeah, the bad ones are rough though, for sure. It didn't start that bad, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like, I'm sure Lunar Waffles, like, I'm sure, like, he wasn't like a piece of shit. Like, I'm sure he wasn't like a garbage dude. Some parents, when they're like, you know, some family members or some people are garbage people and they're just horribly abusive and terrible and there's like no redeeming factors. But most of the time it's like, we're all flawed. So it's like, yeah, it's like there were positive and negatives, and the negative ones sound awful, but like there were good things too. So it's like, you don't want to like gloss over the bad stuff. You know, we don't want to cherry pick or sugarcoat, I suppose, and be like, oh, it's all fine. It's okay for it to not be fine. I think it's like part of like trying to heal and trying to learn is to realize like, yeah, like it's okay for me to be sad or to be angry about a thing, and to like try to resolve that and not just gloss over it. But also not be like terribly bitter. And then in Waffles, I don't mean to like extract too much from you, but it seems like you're very level-headed about it. So it seems, in my very unprofessional opinion, I think you've handled it pretty well. Yeah. So it's interesting stuff. Didn't know till a couple years ago. Yeah, I got you, Arctic. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, as a kid, like maybe it wasn't like they were probably kind of shielding you from some of that at least. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Your mom sounds like a badass, dude. I know you've mentioned before that your mom's super cool, and I do not doubt it. I know you've also mentioned that your grandparents were also really cool. Like, I know that you said that you and your granddad are like really close, which is, you know, really, really nice to see. So that's like, that's the good shit, man. It's like when there's some family members that are maybe not pulling their weight, others step in to fill the, you know, to try to do what they can, obviously, and that's the good shit right there, man. An ODD. Oh, I'm sorry, Lunar Waffles. I'll confess, I don't think I know what ODD stands for. Also, Ogasa, what's up, buddy? A nice person, but a bad dad. Yeah, yeah. But like internally, like at the end of the day, like a good person. But yeah, like they fucked up. Yeah, the way my mom always talks about my dad is that he's a really good father and a shitty mate. And I would agree. You know, I love my dad, and he's always been good with us. But yeah, like. I see my dad. There are things about him I wish to emulate. There are many things I wish to not emulate. And if he were in the stream right now, he would be like, yeah, that's about right. Like he knows that, you know, that there are things about him that are not great. So, and he's pretty candid about it. So yeah, it's like, yeah, that's just part. I think that's a sign of growing up. It's a sign of maturing. Is like, what things of my parents do I want to like. What I want to recreate, to take in myself. I don't have enough beer for this one. Yeah. No, it's good. It's a very constructive and positive conversation. I appreciate Arctic and Lunar Waffles and everyone for, you know, for indulging me and for sharing. These are very personal subjects, and I never want to pry. I never want to feel like I'm trying to extract stuff that people don't feel comfortable sharing. But I'm super happy to indulge these conversations because I learn a lot, and I like to think that, you know, I like to share these things about myself too. I would say I have like a limit on how much I'm comfortable sharing, but no, I think it's fascinating, and I like hearing how different everyone's backgrounds are. And what ultimately leads us to common interests, video games, you know, Twitch, what have you. So it's interesting how these things, despite having such varying backgrounds and childhood experiences and upbringings, that, you know, it's like we somehow wind up in around the same place, which is kind of neat though. Some shitty PBR cold brew. Yeah. I guess all beer is cold brew, but yeah, like cold brew coffee beer. Not a great, yeah. Hey, that's good, JD. Yeah, and JD, yeah, that's another one too. Like there are times where like I'll hear a friend make a comment or something like that, and I'll be like I won't pry any further, but it'll make me wonder like, oh, I wonder if there's something there that, you know, that wasn't so good. Because yeah, JD, I'll confess there've been a couple times where you would just kind of make a comment about something involving, oh yeah, I went to see my dad the other day or something like that, and I was never gonna ask or anything, but I sometimes wonder I wonder if everything's chill right now, and I'm glad that they are now. But yeah, it's like I bet that was probably not so good as a kid if it was a not so great relationship earlier. I'm glad to hear things are better now. It's more friendly. But yeah, I'm sure that probably wasn't so great, whereas like he was not a great dad, so that was probably awful to deal with back then. But I'm glad to hear that there's like some at least some common ground now. Sounds as bad as PBR. Yeah, pretty much. Doing it to, yeah, that's how I feel. You so like I don't want to force the conversation. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. As I mean, you know, people join, they want to see RimWorld, and here we're getting into like, you know, feelsies conversations, but I very selfishly enjoy it a lot. Good friends with the net. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a good way to sum it up, Arctic. Yeah, and like the lessons to learn from it. Yeah, with addiction and the struggles that come with it. Yeah, there's so much there. There's like that in itself. There's a lot to dissect for sure. A meme review stream. Ooh. Oh, really, El Gaso? Wait. So a meme. Oh. I see. Like reviewing of memes. Okay. Now, El Gaso, did you like fucking make it rain? Like what was it? What's that one hockey mascot that was co-opted to be like a extreme left like meme central gritty? I think. Like I know some of those are like, oh, some of those are spicy. Could have made enough for the whole day. But yeah, it's like that to me is like, and I'm not trying to make Lunar Waffles, I don't want to make this sound mean or anything, but like, yeah, it's like I'm not a parent and I don't really plan to be, honestly. So I don't have any kids, but like if I did, it's like feeding the kids should be like, that's like step 0 to like how to go about my day. Can I feed my children? And oh, that's real shitty, Lunar Waffles. And again, I commend you for being very matter-of-fact and very mature about it now, but like that, I mean, that would probably, like if I were in your shoes, I would have probably been really bitter about that, because that sounds really unfortunate. Made some curry. Oh, nice. That's awesome, JD. Yeah, just as good. JD, that's the good shit right there, baby. That's what we love to hear. We see something like that, and it's like, yes, that's the kind of like constructive building up stuff that we love to hear. That's excellent stuff, JD. Nothing too okay. Oh yeah, see, I thought you were just gonna like dive in. Like, nope. The gloves are off, baby. Cause Elgaso, you're always so subtle. Wink. I'm being mean, I'm sorry. Dad was just not a good, exactly. Yeah, it's like they're a good person. They were trying, but they weren't a good father. Not everybody's cut out for parenthood. That's just how it goes. Yeah, exactly. How better person that you would have, oh wait, like a better person than you would be. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so it's like at least he was there, maybe not fully and not great. Yeah, so it's like it's like at least there was something. It's better than nothing, I guess. I do have a doggy. I have a 12-year-old a prepubescent 12-year-old little doggy named Dexter, he's 12 years old in IRL years, but in dog years, that's like a million. So he's a little old man dog. Watch the worm, time to sin. That's awesome, Elgaso. Yeah, I love that one. That's awesome. Yeah, no, Lunar Waffles fully justified, because that's, I think the word traumatic isn't like extreme enough of a phrase to imagine like scrounging for food. To be, again, I don't want to like get too feelsy or get too like preachy, but yeah, like we were poor growing up, but we never missed meals. Like my mom and my dad, even though they were, not together anymore, they did fine to, feed me well, and I would have birthday parties, I would have Christmas, like, we were poor, but I never really felt the effects of it. Like, looking back now as an adult, I can go like, oh yeah, there were some struggles, but I was so shielded from it, I really didn't know. And so I was lucky. I was very lucky and very privileged in that sense. So it's like, yeah, like not having food, like a 1 meal a day, good fucking Lord, that breaks my heart, man. An odd number of them for wait, oh really? Made an odd, yeah, Jesus, that's just awful, Lunar Waffles. There are some days. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. That's sometimes a problem, Yisa. I'm sorry to hear that, Yisa. I feel a little bad because of course, you know, you're subscribed to my stream, and it's like, you know, that I hope people know that, you know, spending money on the channel is never ever expected. I'm just happy to have people here, especially if there's, you know, other financial things. Like, no, you know, taking care of oneself, of course, should always be top priority. Never drink booze, though. Yeah, I will be honest. My choice to never drink booze isn't not influenced by my dad having a bit of an alcohol problem. He's much better now, but I think part of why him and my mom broke up was because, like, I don't think he's an alcoholic necessarily, but there was a point in time where he was never abusive, never violent, certainly, but just like was mean-spirited, microaggressive, you know, just not kind. And I think the alcohol was part of it. And I think seeing that at least kind of placed that little seed in my brain. So I think that's probably part of it, Lunar Waffles. But like, again, it was never bad. It was always just like kind of uncomfortable when they hit rock bottom. Yeah, and like it said, Lunar Waffles, it unfortunately did lead, you know, to his untimely passing. In your case, yeah. 6 or 7 years. Yeah, no, exactly. You say no. I was poor, like we were poor, but like I never really knew that we were poor, if that makes sense. It's probably weird to say, but like, yeah, as a kid, I never like, it never really dawned on me like, oh, we're kind of poor. Like there were a couple moments where it's like, you know, hey, a video game console would be cool for Christmas. And it's like, oh, sorry, we can't quite afford that. And I was fine with it. Like, you know, there were like, I've mentioned before that like, I didn't get into games until I was in the 5th grade, I think, 4th grade or 5th grade. I can't remember which one. 4th grade, I think, 4th grade. So, you know, I got in a little bit late, but it's fine. Like, I'm very much making up for lost time now, obviously. So, yeah, like, yeah, honestly, it was not like, if there were struggles, but they shielded me from it so much that I would have not known had I, you know, obviously, eventually I figured it out later in life, but yeah, it just never really became an issue for me. Never physically, yeah, exactly, but mentally abusive or emotionally abusive. And I wouldn't, looking back, trying to be as objective as possible, I wouldn't call my dad ever abusive. Absolutely not towards me or my siblings, or my half-siblings for that matter. And maybe not even towards my mom. I would say he was more manipulative towards my mom. Just like gaslighting, straight up lying about certain things, trying to like blame others for his shortcomings or for his misgivings. So like just shitty behavior, like behavior that is very unbecoming of a mate or even a, you know, a husband or a co-raising parent, if you will. So just shitty behavior. He was a shitty dude, you know, in some points of his life. But yeah, I wouldn't say, I would stop short of saying abusive personally. And again, definitely never towards us. It was always like to kind of everybody around us. It was weird. It was a weird circumstance. Prioritize you over, yeah, Arctic. That's how I feel. It's like I don't know of at least a ton of circumstances where my mom like made herself miserable to make me and my siblings, you know, okay. But yeah, there were some struggles. There were absolutely some struggles. Yeah, I'll abstain from, you know, from speaking too much. But yeah, I can think of a few moments where as a kid I went like, I remember thinking like, oh, why is mommy so sad? And like it just didn't make sense to me. And as an adult, I look back and I go, ooh, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And a few things that I was like far too young to know about, like months old, like, you know, I didn't know what consciousness was yet because I was too young. But yeah, some things that happened right after I was born that were, yeah, really rough for her. Never went a day without, yeah, same, honestly. But yeah, some things. Yeah, I remember my mom telling me she had to borrow money from her parents to fix our roof at the old house one time, and she paid them back in full. Like, she did it the right way, and was. But I remember her saying that, yeah, she felt kind of not good about that. But yeah, that was like an example where I had no idea. Big old computer nerd, yeah. Got some hand-me-down PC, which is cool. Or mentally, oh Jesus, I'm sorry, Yisa. Jeez, yeah, and Yisa, you're such a nice person. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, much less somebody who's, you know, clearly a good-hearted person, Yisa. I do hope that you're able to find some way out of that situation, because God, that sounds beyond shitty. Several meals where you were like, yeah, no, I feel that, Arctic, yeah. Yeah, a couple of those, yeah, for sure, Arctic, yeah. Mentally abusive, yeah. Been in some, yeah. Gosh, I'm sorry, Issa. And you, like I said, Issa, you're such a nice person. It amazes me that there are people like yourself that have had shitty hands dealt with them, yet they're still really nice and very like kind-hearted. So I appreciate that you're so pleasant to chat with and whatnot. But no, I hope that you know that you deserve happiness, and that's not something that anybody should have to deal with. So I feel bad that that's, you know, how things are right now, but I do hope sooner than later that you're able to get out of that situation. Trying to get these guys to come at me. For anybody who was wondering why I'm like tiptoeing through, we saw these guys are pretty scary. Even though we've got some gunners, I'm still a little bit scared of these guys. Of course, we have Limes, our knifey badass, and this is only, oh, there's two of them. Shit, two of them and two smaller lads. Let's get away from it. Yeah. That's tough. It's tough. Yeah. I mean, ideally, you know, people being toxic towards somebody shouldn't be that common. But yeah, unfortunately, there are people that you know, see somebody as being vulnerable, and they, you know, seize the opportunity. Unfortunately, so it's shitty that that's a common thing in some cases. Now, are they not gonna shoot at the spiders? It doesn't say that they're hostile. I would assume that they would be hostile, that is. Oh, now they're going hostile. Yeah. All right. So now, gonna put Limes in front. And we're already lighting this guy up. Limes is knifing the shit out of him. Good shit, Limes. Knifing the shit out of this dude. Oh, no, oh, geez, yeah. I'm sorry, Isak. Yeah, that just sounds like an awful situation in general. What's up, Void? To Cyrilim Ultimate. What is Cyrilim Ultimate, if you don't mind me asking? Some spider. Yeah, they're just spider friends. Just mega spider friends. That's all it is. Reactions to a Dusa. What is a Dusa? Oh, like Medusa? No, I don't know what Dusa is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed the context. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that one not so healthy. Exactly. Yeah, I'm glad it's better now, Yisa. Yeah, but it still sounds, yeah, deeply troubling for sure. Not die to the spiders. Yeah. Well, this is a mega spider. These guys are just little insectipede lads. Monster collecting. Oh, okay. I think I have heard of that one. Right. Yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah, in the context of like, yeah, lore from Hades, that kind of stuff. Also, Limes, you haven't even been hit once. Limes is a goddamn badass. I wonder why. Oh, it's because of their background. I'm like, man, why is Limes so good at melee? Holy shit. So instantly drop that guy's ass without even anybody taking a single shot, or single hit rather. Let's focus on this guy next, and then of course big boy number 2 is coming up, and there's another small guy, isn't there? I thought there was one more small friend. Maybe not though. Spiders are, yeah. I'm mildly arachnophobic as well, and a mega spider would, although these aren't technically spiders, they're still terrifying, and they're giant insects the size of a motherfucking bear. Their DPS isn't bear-like necessarily, but they're still kind of scary. Want a party with, or a battle with your whole party dead, Void? How'd that work? Spellcaster. Oh, Jesus. A corpse exploded. Hey, we take it, baby. We take it. Crying while stabbing. You're like, oh, God. Just slashing and stabbing while screaming frantically. That's what I would be doing. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Arctic. I'm not in a woodsy area, but I'm near some woodsy areas. So we get a lot of brown recluses. We get ticks. We get some not so good stuff out here. So I have to be kind of aggressive. I have to be more undiplomatic with certain spiders. But if it's like a teensy spider in the corner, or of like like the back corner of the floor or something like that, I'm gonna leave them alone. If it's a teensy spider that's on me, I'm just gonna, like knock him offwards non-violently. But if it's a big boy, or if it's of questionable type, then it's like, yep, I'm not gonna pussyfoot around. We're just gonna go right in. Shanked it's a spider bear insect. Exactly. Where am I? So I am in the Midwest. I'm in St. Louis specifically. So I am smack dab right in the middle of the geographic continental United States. So I'm about as boring as possible. Yellow sac spiders. Yeah, those are like pretty harmless, right? Like pretty chill. I don't know if I'd be able to spot them out of a lineup. Let's continue with this guy. This Limes is messing this dude up. Although I think since this one is weakened, and well, apparently we shot him in the mouth. We almost shot his mouth off. Like how Nitra also got her jaw shut off last time. I'm gonna switch gears and have them focus Mega Spodler, because Mega Spodler is also still scary. Now one thing I need to be aware of, are there other insect friends? Because there are, but I don't think these guys have caught on to us yet, which kind of surprises me. Also, I like how it's called. Oh, I thought it was some. It's Sorn gene line. Yeah, no webs, just insect bears. It's nothing scary or weird, right? Also, we'll need to take up the hives so that they don't spawn more. Even though it's, excuse me, dormant right now, eventually it will be. 9 days without swallowing a spider, Void. Let's keep it that way. Void, maybe you could sleep with like a mask on, like the anti-COVID mask. Just sleep with one of those to prevent yourself from accidentally devouring spodlers. Slightly venomous, okay. Yeah, just localized well, and that's not so bad then. So it's like a harmless bug bite pretty much. I'm sure I've been bitten by spiders that were like teensy tiny and had no problems, because you get like a mysterious bug bite and it's like, that's kind of a weird one. It's not a mosquito bite. What the hell is it? And it just goes away after a while. They did stop, but they don't really oh, okay, yeah. So it's still not good though. No, and that's fine. I do appreciate you sharing. I don't want to pry, and I don't want to like, I don't want to be sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. I do appreciate your sharing, but no, like I said, I hope that you're able to get out of that situation at some point. And I just hope you know that you deserve happiness. I mean, everybody here deserves happiness. Nobody deserves to be in a shitty, traumatizing situation like that. So I do hope that I mean, I feel like all I can offer are platitudes, and I wish there was more that I could do or say. But yeah, I guess all I can say is just I hope that things improve, and that that you're worth, that you are absolutely worth, good things, and that the trauma and shitty stuff that you've had to deal with and continue to have to deal with, that's not what it should be. You definitely deserve you deserve the good shit, not the bad shit. We take that bad shit, we get the fuck out of there. Some lizard friends, yeah, lizards can make very, very nice pets, honestly. They eat gasoline. I remember you telling me about the gasoline thing, Arctic. Yeah, I remember that shit. Cockroaches. Yeah, I mean, bugs don't really bother me too much. And insects, again, it's like if it's a teensy guy, I don't care. But if it's a big boy and it's on me, it's like, then I'll like do the jumpy, like, whoa, embarrassing streamer moment. Mazda 6, really? Yeah, we're attracting the yellow sac spider. Really? That's fucking nutty, dude. That is absolutely nutty. Some geckos, yeah. Yeah, little lizards can be kind of nice, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, Gracie had a leopard gecko for a while as a pet. He was a cool little dude. Yeah, they would starve inside the... Yeah, just escort them outside, exactly. Internal combustion engine spiders, exactly. And I appreciate you sharing these. I think it's very I appreciate hearing these things. Again, I know it's probably awful, but I appreciate your willingness to share these things, even though I know I'm sure it's not always pleasant. Also, Limes is getting her butt a little bit kicked here, but we got that guy taken out. Limes is gonna be fine. And also, we got a pretty good doctor. Oh, wait, no, I think Limes is the doctor. Limes is the doctor, so we're gonna have Limes self-tend. Limes, since you took so many hits, I'm gonna have you do the honors. Finish off, then finish off. And then we're going to disengage. Oh, actually, how's about this? I'm gonna do this. There's some beds over here. Is this bed better? That bed's kind of far away. Is this one covered? No, none of them are covered. At least that one has a floor down, though. Yeah, I would say as far as, like, less chance of infections and the like. There's an ominous room with just a standing lamp over here. Limes is the doctor. Limes are gonna make a full recovery. We'll bring the doctor in. Limes is like, look at me. I am the doctor. Cockroaches, centipedes, yeah. Then there's house centipedes, which are a whole nother thing, yeah. Yeah, not a huge bug fan. Yeah, I don't really mind them too much, but yeah. Yeah, spiders are what will sometimes set me off a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize that Brutal Legends 2 was a thing, actually. I remember the first game. I never played it, but I remember seeing it. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll take this little space right here. So we're going to claim this, make it a medical area, and Limes, I hope you'll be able to make it there in time. I see you've got 7 hours. Oh, I'm going to undraft. So her moving is about half speed. I hope this is a good idea. I'm a little bit worried that the journey to get here will take a while. I'm gonna undraft. And let's see. I'm gonna see if there's any herbal medicine nearby that we can retrieve. Because Limes got beat up pretty bad. So we got some little herbal medicine friends. Zoom out. There's 23 on the map total, which is not a ton, unfortunately. An RX-8, just wrapping it a spider. That sounds metal AF. What's this? Redirect notice. That's fine. Very good, Yisa. That's delightful. That's Lime right now. House centipedes, yeah. I don't mind house centipedes in the slightest. I don't love them, but I don't mind them in the slightest. So I will escort them out diplomatically. I will not choose violence if I can help it, because they eat other bugs. Less freaking the normal centipede. Yeah, I would probably be inclined to agree. Normal centipedes are a little bit weirder for me. Well, I never see them, honestly. Psychonauts 2. Yeah. Psychonauts 2 I know is being developed right now. It's coming out pretty soon, I think. "40 spider legs, Jesus." The little munchies, the little mandibles. Cockroaches are the worst, though. Here we go. Spider-Man suit wrap. Yes, that'd be badass, Arctic. That'd be cool AF. All right, so yeah, we're gonna cut both of those down. I'm gonna say, who's our plant cut person? I think Arctic is. Yes. So Arctic, we're gonna have you do both of those, and then maybe scout out a few more, or maybe we'll just chop that one down. We have several gigantelopes around here. Also a platypus. Do platypuses do the thing where they can, like, poison you? Venomous ankle spurs. That's right, yes. So that's a thing in the game. Is there anything else? I'm looking for, like, any other healing salve options. What is that? Ivy. I don't know if it's poison or what, but some kind of ivy. August 15th. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. We have an arrow fleet out here, which is kind of cool. Those are very interesting critters. We have way too many geese. We need to hunt these geese, man. These ganders. Get them out of here. Like a conga line is... That's hilarious, Elgaso, and fucking terrifying. Can you imagine, like, a fucking human centipede, I guess a spider centipede of them, like, attached And a conga line? That's fucking terrifying. Platypuses are poisonous. Yeah, they have ankle spurs in real life that are venomous specifically, not poisonous, but venomous. Give him a fedora. Oh, dude, that would be awesome. Little Waffles. If there is such a mod, I would consider installing it. If you see one, there might be an infestation. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I've never seen one in any of the places I've lived, thankfully, but I mean, I see them in the wild every once in a while, though. The male ones are venomous, but the females, okay, that's good. I didn't know that there was a difference. All right, so I think hopefully with all that medicine, we should have enough hits to be able to get people healed up. I'm looking for any other herbal medicine options. And I'm not seeing a ton. We already got those two. Of course, I want to try to get ones that are fully grown, or at least mostly grown, for better likelihood of the good shit. There's some insect meat out here for no reason. For no reason at all. Some extra pants lying out there. Aren't there a few other? Here's one right here. 68%. I'm gonna hold off on that one if we can. There's a bunny right there. There's a fission mouse. What is a fission mouse? Human genetic engineering gone terribly wrong. The objective was to make mice more useful as laboratory animals by increasing their resistance and longevity, but they made a sterile creature with neither attribute. But as a strange side effect, when they die, 3 duplicates are created sharing all memories of its parent. So that's what the fission nomenclature comes from. It's not like nuclear fission. It means that it splits out rapidly. Rapid successive fission events are so harmful to the creature itself. Also harmful to the creature itself. If less than a few years pass between events, the mouse eventually perishes, unable to sustain its life cycle. So when one dies, it splits out, which is fucking wild. So that's what fission mouses were. I thought fission mice would, like, detonate on death and fucking cause mushroom clouds or some shit. No, it's weird. No, I don't blame you, Limes. I had a similar reaction when I first heard about it. I was like, that's not real. But yeah, apparently, like, it's a legit thing. Right, so those up there might just do the trick. So 94. Okay, so we got a few options. So I'm gonna say, gonna let people do their thing. Farfnugan, I'm gonna draft Farfnugan and have them help out this way. Mostly because I want that way if Limes needs assistance and passes out from blood loss. Oh shit, one thing I'm gonna do. I changed my mind. Farfnugan, I'm gonna have you break this shit. Melee attack the hive. So we don't want them respawning and producing little babies. Actually, I'm gonna have you shoot. Parry the platypus. Yeah, the parry his venomous barbs. Venomous barbaras. He sweats milk. I'm sorry, he sweats milk? What the fuck? What's that from, Little Waffles? There we go, we got it. Oh, and then redraft, and yeah, let's start heading this way. Harvest fully grown. Oh, that's good. I could have just done that. You're right, Ogasa. Although I was also looking for like 90-ish%, so harvest mostly grown would also help. But you're right, we do have the harvest mostly grown thingy somewhere. I'm looking for a fully grown thing so I can prove it. I say orders. There we go. Harvest fully grown. So we do have that as an option. Yeah, I think so too, August. I think we got all of them too. Limes, how you doing, friend? She's like, well, I'm dying in 5 hours. Otherwise, I'm doing great. Yeah, nuclear fission. Yeah, that's what I thought. When I heard the name nuclear fission, that's where my brain went. Also, these angel moths look very ominous, but I think they're, as long as you don't fuck with them, they'll leave you alone. Even if you do fuck with them, they won't really care that much, honestly. Okay, so that's the name of the character. Okay, I thought you meant the action of parrying a thing away. So like parrying the barbs away, that kind of thing. And the eat cloth. Oh, these lads. Oh, that's what he's doing right now. He's eating my pants. Consume pantalones. I mean, that's not nice. But there's nothing much we can do about that right now. So we'll, I guess, let him eat pant. Very fitting for the Bart Simpson thing we were doing earlier. Yeah, we don't want them. Yeah, we would have to prevent that if possible. I'm gonna bring Farfnugan back over this way because I have a feeling Limes is about to collapse. Oh, and if Limes does collapse, then that'll be not good because that means it would be up to Arctic. Uh-oh, Arctic can't do it. It'd be up to Farfnugan to try to apply some slapstick medical stuffs. Oh, that's sweet of you to say, Isa. I appreciate you being here, my friend. It's always a pleasure. They're his pants now. I'm the pants captain. I have to make a choice. Do I try to get Limes in here? Or do I have Limes lie on the ground and self-tend? Because self-tending might need to be what needs to happen here. That's a little bit scary. She's like, hi, Farfnugan. I'm greeting you in passing. I'm just dying a little bit. Can I have, like... I was thinking be like, have Farfnugan just, like, trail Limes. That way, if she passes out, he'll be able to immediately grab her. It'd be nice to, like, if you could grab somebody without arresting them or without them passing out. We're already doomed. It's not looking good. It's not looking horrible, but it's not looking good. The good news is we have lots of medicine. Relatively lots of medicine. How's about this? I'm gonna say self-tend. I'm gonna say tend to yourself. Oh, I thought she would rest there. I think she might do it while standing. Oh, no, she fell down. Okay, that's fine. So rescue her. We kind of knew that was going to happen. Arctic's just wandering around like, I'm helping. All right, so Limes, death in 3 hours. That's fine. She cannot do this herself. So Farfnugan, it's all on you, fam. So temporarily, you are the doctor, my friend. You're the backup doc. Let's undraft. Now, we'll be able to plug the wounds. What I'm more worried about is infections. That kind of stuff happening. So we'll be able to plug the wounds. It'll take Farfnugan a little while, and he won't do a... Nope, nope, nothing against Farfnugan. He won't be able to do a very good job, but he'll be able to prevent bleeding out. So that's fine. But it's the other things that I'm more concerned about. Did he consume pantalones? Not entirely, just half of the pants. You ever just eat a half of a pair of pants? Do you think you can put pants in the fridge to preserve freshness? Alright, so that we got some time back. Farfnugan's like, I'm gonna need more meds. Arctic's just going for a walk. That's the spider friends, man. Is it a new game? So it was a new game from last night. Void. Last night, our old colony got hit with a raid, too spicy, and it took us down. So we had to start a new colony. So this was started an hour and a half or so ago. About an hour-ish ago. So it's new-ish. Not gonna... No, I don't think you'll die from bleeding out, because I think we'll be able to treat you well enough to prevent that from happening. But I'm worried about infections happening. Yeah, the game over. It was pretty anticlimactic, the game over. The end of the stream last night was pretty spicy, but the end of the colony today was not so bad. It was more just like somebody fell down and they just didn't get back up from a catatonic breakdown. All right, so Limes has been, you know, plugged up from all the bleeding that she was doing, which is good. Let's do a few things. We're gonna be holding out here for a little while. Arctic got the right idea, eating some survival meals. That's why we have those. We're gonna make this our temporary holding spot here. In fact, we can like be in like the shaded areas even. It can be fancy. So let's have this be where we're gonna like store things. As you can see right here. Oh, never mind, I lied. That's very much still, you know, observable. Let's not put that there then. Let's put this down here. I'm thinking if it's shielded from the elements, that would be helpful. From the rain and such. So we're gonna say zone, stockpile zone. Just a little storage area right here. And we'll pretty much allow everything other than yeah, blocks and chunks and such. And we'll designate pretty much all this. Well, not the blocks, obviously. And not the silver either. That's not a huge rush, but we'll need to bring those in. The medicine. Oh, I should have used this medicine. What am I doing? I forgot we started with medicine. I'm overcomplicating things. So we'll bring in all the survival meals if possible. There's a lot of them, and they're scattered everywhere. But bring in all the survival meals. And the pants, I guess. Sure. Actually, no, we'll leave the pants out here. Leave that for the moth, I guess. And then, yeah, we'll bring in the medicine. I should have used the medicine first. I guess, like, it's fine what we've done. I think it'll be fine. I'm just a little bit worried that using lower grade medicine means that could produce risks for Limes' wounds. Written myself off. Yeah, off on your taxes, exactly. Can you draw me? Oh, of course, Issa. I would be honored, honestly. I don't have any particularly flattering images of myself. But yeah, I mean, if you would like to, you're more than welcome to. No pressure, obviously. Super low pressure. Got some links. Have I installed Giddy Up? Maybe I should have, actually. I have not. I guess I still could. And especially because we don't have any animals yet. Although I eventually will get some animals. We don't really have any way to tame anything yet. But I would definitely like some gigantelopes. Because I believe these do produce milk. Let's double check. Primary role. They do produce milk. Obviously not the male ones, but the female ones would. And they're apparently really good at carrying stuff, which is awesome. So that would be good to tame. We have Muffalo. I'm a huge fan of Muffalos. Yo, one of the ganders got fucking murdered by a ferret. A ferret killed a goose. Although he got hit pretty bad too, and he's gonna be bleeding out soon, so about to have multiple animal meats options. Giddy Up's good. Yeah, I might go ahead and grab that, actually. I might go ahead and grab that myself. Get the webcams and the hydrate. Here, we'll do a quick hydrate right now. And we have a webcam request. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Yeah, how you doing, Limes? Farfanugan's feeding you. Oh, that's good. Yeah, life-threatening blood loss, but yeah, so it's not good. Although that blood meter is always full for some reason. But I think gonna be okay, Limes. I think if you were gonna have an infection, it would have popped up by now. And you had surprisingly competent tending quality, like much more competent than I would have expected for somebody with a 1 medical skill. So shoutouts to Farfanugan, who did a pretty good job with not a lot available to them. So yes, webcam. Let's do the webcam stuff. So zoomed in and the weird colors. So the weird colors thing, I might need to do some experimentation on. I will also confess that the zoomed in for my new webcam, I love this new webcam, but the zoomed in is kind of not great. The old webcam zoom was super extreme. This one, it's just so-so. So here's what zoom does. It's like, it's all right. It's not great though. Here, it cuts off my head, so I have to like hunch down. However, the colors is a little bit more exciting. Funky colors. So, filters. Bam. That's kind of... Can I make this weirder? Let's see if I can make this weirder, actually. Filters. Can I make this stranger? Allows fresh carrying. Yeah, that's a mod that I'm using right now, and it's very, very helpful. Yeah, can I make this like more vibrant? I mean, I'm kind of weird color wise. I want to be more purple because this side of my face is too normal. Only the dark side. Ooh, that's my dark side. Only the dark side is like weird. Oh, that's like a little bit painful to look at. I guess that's better. What about this one? This is hue shift. Ooh, I can be blue. Oh, I'm a Smurf. Oh my, look at my lips. I've got like little like green lippies. Ooh, this hurts my eyeballs a little bit. Should I be purple or should I be blue? Yeah, saturation is the one that makes it like kind of like painful a little bit. I could be purple with blue lips. It looks like I'm cold. Ooh, I'm fading. It's pretty okay. And it seemed zoom me back out. Let me resume again. Resume. See what I did there? Pretty good, right? Apply. Okay. Okay. Like I got the purple face and blue lips. The Super Game Boy, yeah, kind of actually. Yeah, it's like I feel like I need to like slump down a little bit because it's weird that my like the top of my head's getting cut off. My receding hairline is being obscured. Ooh, it's dark now. Oh, because I alt tabbed. That's why. So now I'm extra purple. Because we're hulking out. Because I'm such a beefy, hulky man. That's what I tell myself. So Limes, you did such a good job not getting murdered. Oh, there's the disease. That's what I was worried about. All right, so now still can't self-tend, and it's not like you're not, you know, murdered forever, but that's not good news. So we very well could lose Limes to an infection, yeah. So we're gonna get at that really quickly. In fact, Farfanugan, where are you right now? You are way up here. I'm going to draft you to bring you back. I'm gonna say just 10 to Limes. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Got more meds. I'm not giving up on you, Lime. You're too valuable. You're too valuable of an asset to our... Well, you're too valuable of a person in general, but I'm not giving up on you, buddy. I'm gonna see if we can get Limes conscious and then have her self-tend the infection. Because Farfanugan will do his darndest, but he won't be able to roll particularly high. Freeze you and revive you. That is an option. If we can get your... If you do die, we can stick your body in a freezer, try to preserve you as long as possible, and then find a resurrection serum. The tricky thing is that those are incredibly hard to find, but it's not impossible. The colony could last long enough. How bad is it, Doc? 4% immunity versus 5% infection. And it's gonna outpace it, so the sooner the better. You can see it's outpacing it pretty quickly, too. So 10 quality was 19%. It's not great, but it's the best we got. And then self-tend. So eventually she'll probably wake up. I hope she wakes up before the infection gets too far on, because again, I think she'll be able to work on her immunity quicker. Could we... So it's left shoulder. Could we just remove her left arm? That would be so awful, though. I mean... I'm thinking, like, if it really gets down to it, could we just remove the infected body part? But that'd be really extreme. I hope it doesn't come to that. Not the only hauler. Yeah, it's... Losing a colonist this early on would be pretty awful, though. Yeah, those mega spiders, dude, man. Yeah, it was the mega spider. Actually, it was the mega spider and the spellipede. You're right, Lunar Waffles. Yeah, we don't have any... We only have a person with a medical skill of 1, so it's probably not worth the risk. I think trying to write out the infection's the right way to do it. It's a 2% difference right now. And there's not much I can do right now other than look at it, but we can tend it again soon. Oh, the Psychofrag taking a little nappy. How you doing, Psychofrag? He's like, I'm just a little dog. 9 years old, by the way. It's kind of old for a doggy. Another goose has died. Because this ferret is hunting this goose. Apparently ferrets just hunt geese all the damn time. Was it only a 1% difference? Hold up. 12% versus... Oh, shit, are we closing the gap? Okay, 2% again. Yeah, it's like, I almost curse it by looking at it, man. I almost wonder if I just shouldn't look. It's like, I can't look. Don't show it to me. I think eventually the infection will pull ahead, but we'll get to roll again with a 10% in 9 in-game hours. And when that happens, hopefully we'll get more than then a 19% tend quality, and maybe if we're really lucky by that point, Limes will have woken up and she can self-tend. I think if a person is self-tending, they won't do as good of a job as somebody of equal skill level tending to somebody else, but a skill level of 9 versus 1, I think would give her the upper hand. We could harvest her organs. I mean, we could, but then it'll make the entire colony so sad. Because, yeah, that's the problem. When you harvest organs, everybody feels awful about it. So even the people that didn't do it, just the people that are in the vicinity, will feel so sad, and it's not worth it. Just don't take the eyes this time. Oh, yeah, what? A single eyeball. How we doing? 18 versus 17. Okay, so it's holding pretty true right now, at least. You think she'll be okay? I'm not convinced. We're not out of the woods yet. I really want her to wake up, so that she can self-tend. And she's been fed, right? Yeah, she's been fed. She's getting well rested, so we're doing as well as we can. Oh, by the way, we should like sleep in beds, guys. Shit. We have beds. I was so concerned about Limes, I wasn't looking at other stuff. So, awful and poor quality beds. Let's say... What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna claim both. I'm gonna, I guess, really claim all three of them, but... We'll eventually want to, like, bring all these pretty close by. We'll put one person right there. And another person, right here, I guess. So that they're, like, covered by, you know, the bad stuffs. What's up, Gobby? New colony? It is. New colony and also new my skin. Because I'm purple now. It's actually a webcam redemption effect. Kind of close it up a little bit. Yeah, we could definitely do that, too. Because that would... Well, I mean, the infection has already happened. I guess maybe other infections could happen. Because, yeah, the fact that this room is very dirty is part of why the infection happened. And it's outside and that kind of stuff. That is a very good emote. I do like that a lot. Let's see. What are we at right now? 20 versus 18. So it's holding pretty well. We need Provernugan to stay nearby. Arctic, who is still very tired, but does need rest. And does need rest. I think everyone doesn't really have a schedule right now. I think I'm gonna have Arctic bring in a bed. Well, should I? Oh, they're made out of bone, by the way. Bone bed. Can Arctic do construction? Yes, him and Limes are equally not capable at construction. So I guess if nothing else, we could like start to deconstruct some stuff or chop down some trees. Arctic is our plant guy. So yeah, it would be nice to like put up a roof and that kind of stuff. Do we have what we need to? Let's see. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to have that be the next thing that Arctic will do in the next day. So we'll chop down some trees. Get some lumber for construction jobs. Chop that guy down. Let's just do this. Orders. Harvest. Fully grown. There's not a lot of fully grown trees, it seems. I'm surprised. Yeah, not a lot of fully grown trees. Alright, so then just some mostly grown trees. 90%, good enough. %, 66, 3% short. 87, good enough. 97, hell yeah. 87, yes, good enough. Just trying to get the ones that are pretty well grown, then we get the most yield. 98, yes. Look at these very barren looking oak trees. 92, yes. 84, yes. Alright, so hopefully these will be enough. I'm gonna hold off on the berries for now. We'll get that later. What about the doggo? Yeah, the doggo would have, if not continually tamed, the doggo will return to the wild and go feral. Stardew session for with Charbear, right? That's yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, she's playing Morrowind. That's cool, Void. I'm a little bit biased, but I'm a huge fan of Morrowind, so I think that's neat. Can be tended in 5 hours, 27 versus 26. Shockingly, things are holding pretty well. I wonder. No, yeah. So it's like 1.5% difference, more or less. So shockingly, it's not pulling ahead that much. If we get 10 quality, like 25%, that might allow us to barely squeak by. Yeah, other wounds are healing. Is that a motherfucking honey badger or just a regular badger? Omnivorous, interesting. Earthworms, insects, grubs, and small animals such as werehogs, hedgehogs, and rabbits. Yeah. So what caused this predicament to begin with? So I was really excited with the starting area. I was like, oh, we could start in the caves. There's already some stuff here. Check out this shit. There's like already stuff, but there's also already insects. If we wanted to explore this area, we need to take care of the insects first, because not only are the insects here, but their hives are here, which is a little bit concerning. So we were like, all right, let's go ahead and start to clear this out. There's 3 of us. You know, we have some good fighters for this. But yeah, Limes did get injured pretty badly. We took out one of the mega spiders without any issue, but then the other one, oh, that's cool. Headclaw was bitten. Oh wait, who would have bitten off the head claw? That's interesting. A ferret has died, who bled to death, presumably. His nostrils got bitten off as well. It must have been something that was trying to eat these guys, because we wouldn't have eaten out their elytras. What's an elytra? I don't know. But so anyway, they were down here. We killed up that hive down here, but there's still one more over here. There's only one mega spider, but there's 2 of the big boys and 2 of the little guys, or 3 of the little guys. So the mega spiders are the scariest. These guys are not easy, and of course the small guys are pretty harmless. But well, they're harmful, but they're not quite as scary. So if we do want to settle in here, we have more problems to deal with. The doggo will, yes, the doggo will go feral and carry on the legacy. I feel like I'm making it worse by just staring at these numbers, but I don't know what else to do, man. I'm so nervous. The gross part. Oh, really? Arctic, yeah, of the beverage, yeah. The wings. Oh, okay. So yeah, something bit off their wings. What would have bitten those things off, though? I mean, maybe a ferret or a goose was getting weird. Is the bunny gonna eat them? The 2 wing cases. Okay. Yeah, because we were fighting them with guns and knives, so I don't know what would have bitten them. Maybe it was this little fish and mouse friend. Maybe they eat insect meat? I wouldn't think that they would, but I've been wrong before. Maybe it's the geese, rather. The geese are getting weird. Looks like this guy ate all the pants, by the way. And he's still hungry. He still hungers for more. Regular cold brew coffee and beer. Yeah, so yeah, what's settling then? Yeah, that is a good question. Shank tank. Yeah, your knife. Actually, yeah, you dropped your knife when you passed the fuck out right here. It left a very ominous blood trail, so we can follow this bloody breadcrumb trail to show where this all started. All the way up to right here is where it all began. Why does it feel like I took a swig of gross? Yeah, it's pretty unpleasant. And we did it in 0.8 hours, 39 versus 41. 40. It's really holding strong, man. I'm surprised that it's like very tight. It really feels like it's like 1.5. Farfadugan's like, well, I slept on the cold, uncomfortable ground, so I'm feeling great. There's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. There is a chance, Farfadugan. Or I'm sorry, Limes. I'm sorry, wrong. I was looking at Farfadugan's person. All right, so can be tended in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so we'll let the feeding happen first, and then we'll do the tending, because the tending doesn't actually expire for another couple of hours. but it can be tended now, which I think means that it's just you re-roll. So you could roll better, you could roll worse. Oh, limes. Okay, limes. Get your ass into, yeah, prioritize tending to limes. Get yourself some medicine. I need you to self-tend. I wish you could do it not while standing up, though. It's gonna take her a minute. You have 2 hours to tend to this to yourself. But I think I trust her to do it herself more than I would a medical skill 1 person to do it. Arctic's still sleeping. We want to bring in these beds. Halfway there. Still 2 hours. Okay, so just... I think, Limes, if you can make this happen and not pass back out, I think you'll probably be okay. Limes is like, I'm gonna do this, dude. I'm gonna do this. Took a swig of someone. Oh, Jesus, that sounds awful, Arctic. Holy fuck. That sounds gross. Platypi are carnivores. Interesting. Yeah, dude, it's too late, man. All right, Limes, get back and rest. Affected by infection. It's a major infection. Yeah, it is. Tendon quality was 25%. Not much better, but it is better. So, infection 48, or I'm sorry, immunity. Immunity 48. Okay, infection 50. It might take a bit, but I think we're gonna start to see the gap closing. So, I am more hopeful. I'm more hopeful. And as Limes recovers her other injuries, her overall manipulation skills will get better, which means she'll be able to heal herself more effectively. So, I would say I feel good. We're not out of the woods yet, but I feel a lot better. Well, I say that. 52. Still not great, man. Still not great. 51 again. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we need to jump up by 2%. I feel like we might have lost some ground, actually. Despite the better 10 quality. I shouldn't be looking at this, man. I'm just gonna make myself feel more stressed out, dude. We're literally inside of what? Yeah, we got lots of this going on. Let's see, Arctic's bringing in some... Oh, I'm actually gonna have Arctic... I mean, bringing in the meals is good. I'm gonna say let's bring in the beds next. Oh, did I not? Oh, I have to click down here. So Arctic, once you're done there, that guy, and then that guy. Although, I want to make sure that Arctic is feeding himself. And he is. Farfanugan has nothing to do. There's literally nothing that Farfanugan can do right now. So he, or I guess she is doing her best. Limes, how you feeling, homie? She's like, well, I'm dying. But otherwise, 55 to 56. Okay, 57. Again, streamer curse, man. I'm making it worse by looking. I should just not observe. There's no way I'm not feeding myself. I mean, there is a trait for that with some colonists. You are a lush, which means you are a big fan of the alcohol. Adores booze and would rather die before giving it up. You're also a kind, fast walker. Yeah, I don't think anybody has like gourmand trait or like, you know, super big and super like foodie trait. It's just temporary death. Yeah, come on, we've all had a minor case of death from time to time. Don't mind me, just slowly dying to an awful infection, maybe. Tending expires in 9 hours. Okay. Her manipulation has gotten a little bit better. Her right hand got got messed up pretty bad. I guess both of her hand. Well, one hand and the other arm got messed up pretty bad. Yeah, the worst of it was the shoulder, and that's where the infection began. Because if you look here, left shoulder 22 out of 30, so that presumably had already gained some points back, so it was probably like at least 10 hit points lost on that shoulder. So that is more likely to have been what caused like the infection to happen, because it was a deeper cut, like a deeper injury. Oh yeah, sounds good, Arctic. No, I'm always flattered when people say that they a donkey is self-tamed. I'm always flattered when people say that they like to they like fall asleep to the stream or something. It's very nice, especially because I sometimes have loud outbursts that are not always very pleasant. to listen to, probably. We have a new donkey friend. What should we name this donkey friend? Does anybody have any suggestions? You know, I'm a fan of weird puns for animal friends. How does it self-tame? I don't know, actually. I don't know if that, like, happens in nature where animals will just be like, I'm your buddy now, smiley face. But that's the thing that just happens. And you might get random animals that can self-tame, so you'll get shit like... can we have Farfan who can cheer up limes? We cannot. Yeah, in this game, we had a rhino self-tame in the previous colony, which was pretty cool. We had a rhino. What else have we had? You'll have, like, the obvious ones, like a rabbit will self-tame, or a squirrel, and it's like, fresh meat, boys. What's up, Unjust? Can name him Kong. Yeah, I'm down for that. Kong is a good one. We can train him to do a lot of cool shit, which is awesome. What an ass, he says. I'm not an assless chap. I am a chap who has an ass. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's pitying us. Can't say I blame him. There's a lot to pity right now. Farfan just having a long conversation about direction with Limes. I was like, yes. Good idea, Limes. Not dying is a good thing to aspire to. And self-tame again in 7 hours. The donkey can do hauling. Yeah, we would have to train him, but he can do hauling. Also, a bunny has died. Name it after me, says boy. I like the Kong one. That's good. It's good from Unjust. Chipmunk. But maybe not. But maybe not a mass grave at least. Oh, we got another MS Paint challenge. Oh, excellent. Excellent, Senior Chakra. Yeah. Let's see. Is this a good, like, quick break point? And it's still so close. I'm kind of sad that we haven't pulled ahead despite the better tend quality. This last tend chance might be the last chance we have because we're barely not there yet. The manipulation hasn't gone up at all, surprisingly, so she's not really recovering from her wounds very well. Because the tending quality for said wounds was not the bestest. Need colonist beds. That's what we're working on right now, though, right? Yeah, Arctic's got the other bed, so he's working on that shit. Some Yorkshire Terriers, nice. Yeah, that's sometimes how it goes. You'll have like an army of animals just self-tame and join the colony very suddenly. Got another kitty. Oh, yeah, that kitty image from the previous redemption was super fun. The problem is, as the infection gets worse, her ability to tame or to self-tend will also get worse. So some wounds are healing, but the infection is getting worse. So I think it's like impacting her manipulation to the point where it's like about breaking even. So as you can imagine, I'm just staring at this number, feeling helpless. Next roll will be botched. Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to the next roll, and I think it's gonna be a die roll. I wish there was like an assisted roll thing where Farfan could help, but it's pretty much Limes. All on you, Limes. An intense pain, yeah. Yeah, with your really good medical skills. And new lovers, oh my, in the battlefield, or in the medical field in this case. Love can bloom on the battlefield. So Arctic and Farfan, Arctic wooed Farfan by talking about her own value as a human. Arctic's like, yo, I'm fucking awesome, and Farfan's like, hell yeah. They want to sleep together. Consider giving them a double bed. Well, we have a double bed right now, but it's kind of, kind of taken up by somebody who's dying, which is so romantic. But yeah, we'll get you two lovebirds a double bed. Hey, nobody can get pregnant, so no pregnante risks here. Still, it's been weird for your Arctic. Oh, I'm sorry, man. At least Kong is being a good support animal. Look at this lad. He's like, hey, I heard you're feeling down. I heard you're feeling down, but that's okay. I'm here to cheer your ass up. Yeah, love can bloom with horrible illness. Sickly trait. I think sickly means, let's see. Who's sickly? Oh, Limes is sickly. An awful immune system. Oh, so she was more likely to get that infection. Interesting. She might get illnesses that nobody in the colony has been afflicted with, although that means her medical skill is higher. So it's a trade-off, I suppose. Yeah, it's a comfort donkey. It's a comfort donkey. Oh my god. What a concept, dude. What an absolute concept. What, can you tell I'm stressed, dude? Dude, I want Limes to pull through so bad, dude. I'm so hopeful. And if Limes were to pass, it would be awful, but we will persevere. But man, not having a medic would be awful. Medical, I'm quite aware, game. You're not helping. We still have the MS Paint challenge. I'm gonna wait until we can get round 2. Yeah, get Limes fed. Good job. Good job. I'm gonna get round 2. Oh, there we go. Manipulation's going up little by little. So other wounds are healing, but this one is extreme. Self-tending in 3 hours. It's scary, man. It's scary. But no, I want to make sure we get the MS Paint challenge because the one that was redeemed is, I can already tell it's gonna be a good one. She's like, I don't feel very recreationed right now. Sad we can't have Farfnugan cheer her up because Farfnugan is good with social. One of the admittedly few things that this character is capable of. Can we chop it up? That would be a last ditch effort. Would be to maybe just cut off the shoulder. But if it's progressed to be extreme, yeah, I don't know. I don't quite know necessarily what that means. Yeah, if we get a not good roll, could we just amputate the arm and see if that would do it? Because I don't think she'd be able to do it herself. I think it would have to be Farfnugan with his medical skill of 1. So it would be a roll of like, do we just accidentally kill her or let the infection do it? Will you live for 3 hours? I think so. I think you'll be alive. I think it'll take more than 2 in-game hours for the remaining 18% to happen. It's gonna be real close. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should have... Well, let me think about this. I mean, the infection didn't pop up until you were already in the bed, so I guess we did as well as we could, but still, it's tricky. The Mac Mini. Am I like in a small, like, oh no, I'm trapped? Cut off the arm from the get-go. But the problem is that, yeah, as somebody pointed out, if you have somebody with a low medical skill, the act of cutting off a limb could be fatal. So that was, I would say that's a risk I wasn't willing to take. If Farfnugan would have been better at medical, then maybe it would have done. It would suck, yeah, it would suck. We can eventually get prosthetic limbs. We'd have to research into them, but that could happen eventually. Coming down to the wire, dudes. Yeah, exactly. It's scary. It's really scary. So yeah, like, with the what's worse, dying of an infection or dying of a botched arm removal surgery? Yeah, kill you to save you from dying. I'll save you. Yeah, no, I feel that, Arctic. No, like I said, I'm grateful that I'm on the screen right now. It's really nice. I appreciate that. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to like manually tell Limes to self-tend. I don't think that she'll do it herself. Oh, just to be clear, she is conscious, and her manipulation has gotten better. All right, friends, hold my beer. Hold your beer. Hold Limes' beer. You'd be dead person. Doggy's like, I'm helping. Support donkeys and support doggies. All right. Contend now. Limes. Limes cannot walk. Oh. Well, that's awful timing. All right. Farfnugan, awake, my child. The minute that reached contend, like the second that happened, Limes just passed out from the extreme pain that she's in. I'm not gonna put the pressure on you, Farfnugan, but it's literally all up to you. It's all up to you, Farfnugan. I see Arctic. Oh, we need to like assign him a bed. And Farfnugan has that bed. Yes, cool. Although we'll eventually want to give them like a separate bed. Time to gouge out some eyeballs. You got this, Farfnugan. I hope Farfnugan is, yeah, there we go. Like she's as comfortable as she can be. I don't feel good about this, man, but we're gonna try it. 88 to 88. I'm almost tempted to not let Farfanugan do this. And the chance that he rolls lower than 25%, which is very likely. Because it's so close, I wonder if immunity has slightly edged out infection. Okay, it hasn't. It hasn't, because infection just ticks to 89. Oh, but immunity's up to 89. We have to make a choice. Do I let... What do you guys think? Do I let Farfanugan continue the tending with the chance that he might roll lower? I would say would probably roll lower. Or do we tell him to back off and let Limes duke it out? Limes might be rallying at the very end. I don't know how this game works behind the scenes, but I wonder if there's an end-of-life rally that happens. What do you guys think? Oh, the QuakeStream project. I remember that, Arctic. Yeah, do you still have that going? Doesn't have a Mac version. Oh, okay, yeah. Just let it do its thing. It's getting closer. That's exactly what I'm worried about, Lunar Waffles. It's real fucking close. You say let the treatment continue? Chop the arm? Say do the treatment? Yeah, for me, it's a question of how would this game crunch the numbers? Because tending expires in 3 hours, and I think 3 hours is about how long this person has left to live. Chop the arm. If we chop the arm, I would say that's almost certainly gonna kill her. So I don't want to chop the arm unless it's like definitely if things are definitely going bad. Right now, I feel like it's a coin flip. I feel like it could go either way, and it's so nerve-wracking. Do you guys say nerve-wracking or nerve-wracking? Like you're racking something, or it's wrecking, like destroying your nerves. I say wrecking, but I hear it simultaneously. Either we treat or we don't. Yeah, the fact that suddenly immunity and consciousness are so close, I'm gonna hold off. You say racking? Flip a coin? If we chop the arm and then she dies, would that demoralize people? It would make the colonist sad, although if she dies in any fashion, it's gonna make the colonist sad. Need doctor. Oh, I'm quite aware. Oh, whoops, wrong person. So I'm gonna give this a little bit longer. We have 3 hours. I'm gonna give this a little bit longer. You don't think it's gonna work? You might be right. Which is gonna happen sooner? Which is gonna hit 90 sooner? I mean, infection's gonna hit it sooner, but can immunity barely squeak by? So there it is. It's almost neck and neck. I'm losing my ass right now. I'm losing my ass. If it doesn't work, then treat. That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at that tending expires in 2 hours. Oh, okay. They're pretty much neck and neck. Asses lost. Entire buttholes falling out of butt cavities. 92, 92. It's so close, man. Using more medicine on the failed attempt. That is a factor to consider. We have enough medicine where I'm willing to take the plunge, take the risk though. 92, 92, 93. It can't be any closer. The problem is this tending is gonna expire very soon. So I think we're gonna have to go for it eventually. So it is gonna come down to Farfanugan, I think. 0.9. Immunity very, very briefly got higher. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up the task. Oh, right, I've got it paused, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up the task. Let's see if that edged it out. If it edged it out, it was very, very brief. Yeah, let's go for the treatment now. I think so. I think now's the time. Man, it's an end of life rally, man. This is do or die. Lack of colonists who can function after she dies. It's to me, it's like if we try to sever the arm or let her pass, then it's I would say severing the arm or no action would be worse. I would rather roll the dice, man. Limes, don't leave us, Limes. You got so much to live for, buddy. Yeah, because 0.8 hours. Yeah, let's see how long it takes Farfanugan to walk over. 0.7 hours. So it took Farfanugan 6 minutes to walk that far. Yeah, because Farfanugan works pretty fast, but we definitely want to keep the 10 quality up. We can just barely squeak this out, man. Just barely. 6 hours, yeah. God damn, this is fucking wild, dude. I think our timing is pretty good as far as the tending. Gonna be at like 0.2 or 3 hours remaining. 96, 96. Come on, get a good roll, Farfanugan. 100%. 15%. That's less than 100%. Is that enough? Oh man, 97, 97. I honestly don't fucking know, dude. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. 98, 98. I think we're barely gonna lose it. I think we've lost her, man. Time for the desperation maneuver. It's the left arm, right? Wouldn't it be shitty if I harvested the wrong arm? Amputate. Left shoulder. Hopefully there's no minimal, like, there's no restrictions on who can do this and who can't. Preemptive F. I'm gonna go for it. Because we saw infection squeak out to 98. Chop fast, Farfanugan. That's the only hope we have. 99, 99. We're moving too slow. 100%. Oh! Am I reading this right? Am I reading this right? Alright, alright. Hold up, hold up. Cancel. I don't wanna celebrate prematurely. Alright, so if I cancel the operation, and then Farfanugan, I keep almost clicking slaughter on Psychofrag. So I draft Farfanugan, so if everyone hands up the table, if we take a second, and I say tend to her, because we started to saw off Limes' arm, but then we panicked. So she's sedated for a while, obviously. I don't want to I don't want to celebrate prematurely. Developed immunity. Did we fucking do it? I think we fucking did it. Infection 99%. Extreme developed immunity. Holy shit. You guys, you know that scene in... Hold up, I'm gonna take the webcam modifiers off because now we're back to normal. You know that scene in Apollo 13 where they show NASA and everyone's high-fiving and crying and hugging? That's what's inside my brain right now. I was ready to write off Limes as being Deadzo for realzo. Hold up, let me go back. I haven't read the chat in a second, so I'm trying to find where the video options are. Oh, I want to take the scroll down. There we go. Back to normal. Am I back to normal? There we go. I was purple and weird for a little bit. That was what I was like in panic mode. Dude, I'm still nervous. I feel like we're not out of the woods yet. The game is reassuring me. The game is reassuring me that she has developed immunity. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So that tells me a few things. You probably saw when I did. It said infection 100%, and it was like, it said 100%, but I think there was like a soft number that had to happen otherwise. Like, it was like 100%, and then loading, like it was like still getting there. But then the second that immunity hit 100%, it was like the switch was flipped. and it was good to go. So I think Randy, blessed be his name, I think our storyteller might have given us some mercy. A rare instance of Randy mercy, which means he's gonna hit us with something else. A meteorite is gonna land and crush Frufnuken's genitals or something. But for now, holy shit, we might have actually fucking clutched that shit out, dude. Arctic said he's got faith, man. Dude, I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. I still haven't accepted that it's real. I'm still worried that she's still gonna die. Like, I'm still nervous, dude. But I think we're fucking good, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, dude, we were mid sawing off her arm. I'm kind of surprised that she doesn't have like an arm injury now. But we can't do any more tending, which tells me that yeah, she's solid. Euthanized by cut. No, yeah, amputate shoulder. Nah, fam, we good. We didn't use, I think, any more of the medicine. Holy shit. Yeah, like how would you not experience some kind of problem by having your shoulder partially amputated? The loading bar was at like 30%, so 1/3 of your shoulder has been removed. I guess it's like whoop, Control Z, you just undo a bunch of times. That's how it works with surgery, right? Need defenses. I've got other problems, game. Need defenses. Out of here with that bullshit, son. What if the sedation helped? That's something to consider too. Yeah, of course we provide an anesthesia. She's not in pain right now, obviously. Well, wait, does that say no pain at all? Yeah, it says no pain at all. Interesting. I wonder, because yeah, that's a thing you can do. You can just say put them under. So if you have medicine, you can just say, yeah, knock them out for a while. Maybe that's something we can do if someone's in a life-threatening situation. Just knock them out so they're not in pain at least. Maybe that like helps the body. I don't fucking know. That's wild. Holy shit. What did we learn? I don't know. I've learned that if it's super close, then the game might give you a little bit of an edge. Just a little bit of an edge. 100% infection immediate. Yeah, maybe when it's that close, the game gives you just a little bit of an extra chance. Because I'm in the same boat, Dave. I thought when it hit 100, that was it. Like, there were moments where other wounds would heal and a line would disappear. And I thought the line disappearing was the form updating to say that she died. So I kept being like, oh, there it is. But no, she's fine. She's fine. And then the leg, yeah, I think if there were other infections, they would have happened by now. We would have seen the notification for it. Yeah, there's like, exactly, Amnesia. It's like there's an additional tick or there's a rounding error or something. 101%, damn, dude. Yeah, how would it display 100% unless it was like a Windows 100% ... like not quite there. Yeah, Randy is unpredictable, but sometimes he'll throw you a bone apparently. All right, so what we can all agree is that it's thanks to this guy right here. Our support donkey is what pulled us through. That is what inspired Lime and their immunity system to badass thing. You can't kill me, says Lime, because I'm fucking a badass, dude. Still yeah, it's like it was showing little blood splatters. Maybe yeah, it's like we were preparing things. There is a euthanize option. Yeah, that would remove all the pain. Take back those Fs. All dubskis now, man. No Fs allowed. No Fs, all dubs. So yeah, if I go back to the game. So if I go to this person, yeah, it says 90% right now. So it previously said 100 though. So it was down to the absolute wire. Yeah, and this is just the beginning of the colony, man. We just started and this shit already went down. I'm almost scared. Do I even want to try fighting these other guys? I mean, we're gonna need to. This hive is gonna continue to grow. Maybe what we could do is like set up shop a little bit better. When we were fighting these guys, we didn't have any good shots until we were like right on them. Maybe if we set up shop like right out here, we could have someone take shots from downtown with the hunting rifle and injure them before they get into melee range, because that might be the strat, honestly. That was wild. Yeah, Psycho. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I was mispronouncing it. Oh, and Dragon Con, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've actually never been to Dragon Con, but I have a few friends that love that con. That's awesome. Undo buffer was set too low. Yeah, couldn't remove the ligaments. Jesus. Oh, that's sweet of you to say, man in the box. This game gets me hype, and I love it. But streams always make me very happy. I love doing this. It's always a lot of fun. Cheerful oh, that's sweet of you to say, man in the box. I appreciate you. Can I ask if that's an Alice in Chains reference? I ask because I happen to be wearing an Alice in Chains t-shirt, so that would be a pretty wild coincidence, honestly. That'd be pretty fucking good. Oh, sorry. I need to come through on my MS Paint promise. Nutshell, yeah, dude, so many good songs. Yeah, so many like really good songs, and songs that are weird but are very iconic, and you might even hear on the radio, like Them Bones. Isn't that song in like 7 time or something like that? Like, it's weird. It's like a 2-minute track and this weird time signature with like a weird song structure. Like, this isn't a radio friendly track usually, but it's so fucking good. Ah, love that shit, man. Love that shit so much. Yeah, I would say we definitely need to cut down some trees. We'll need to clean up this place a little bit. It's going to be all Arctic, by the way, because Farfanugan is incapable of cleaning. Limes could eventually do it, but Limes, we want to keep her... actually, she's unconscious because she was sedated. 24 hours to go. She's been sedated, so we're going to have Arctic... have to, like, build this up a bit. And, of course, build a door so that we're not trapped, obviously. We don't want that. Door right there. Something like that. And then, yeah, clean up this place a little bit. Farfanugan is somehow feeding Limes through a tree. Yeah, you ever just, like, climb up a tree and then feed your nearly dead buddy a packaged survival meal? Oh, if you have a channel point, an MS Paint masterpiece you want to do, Luna Waffles, it's up to you. You could post it in the Dank Memes channel, or you could DM it to me. Or if you have, like, an Imgur link, you could post it through Imgur into the chat. So if you have an MS Paint challenge, then yeah, you can just direct me where to find it if you want to. Hoomst does not enjoy... Yeah, dude, I guess it's like a voice box guitar solo. Well, maybe the guitar solo is one thing, but like that intro, yeah. I mean, Lane is matching it with... I guess there's no voice box. It's just Lane matching it with his voice. Limes can walk again. Yeah, Lime, sorry we almost chopped your arm off, but you have to understand... Shit got weird there, fam. You caught it. It was a low-hanging fruit, but I went for it. Yeah, that one, yeah. I can't believe it. I'm still like, I don't know if I've actually accepted this as a reality. I'm still like, it's going down, dude. Lime's immune system is suplexing that infection. Lime's immune system is like, what the fuck did you say to me? Lime's immune system has said, just people's elbow on that fucker. So good. Farfanugan's like, I'm helping. I'm helping the best way that I can, goddammit. Elgaso called it, dude. Elgaso was like, nah, fam. It's gonna be good. Yeah, Elgaso was like, it's gonna be good. Arcticut's like, no. No Fs. All dubs. So good, man. We had floors this time. That's the thing, too. I know that like, a cleaner place makes it less likely to have infections. Does having a cleaner place means infections propagate less bad? Because I thought if an infection happens, then the worst has already been done, and at that point it's just panic mode. But yeah, if you're thinking that like having a cleaner environment means infection, because it's like at that point I assumed it's just the immune system and medical treatment, unless the tending quality can be higher. Maybe that's the qualifier there. Because, yeah, honestly, if this wasn't here, the best we could have done would have been, I guess, like one of these, like, beds. Or maybe, like, yeah, I don't know what's cleaner, a dirt floor bed or a stone floor. Because I would assume a bed with, like, dirt and grass around would be better. But, yeah, I guess I don't know. There's a way to kind of find out. There's beauty display. Room stats. So if I could say like, well, this isn't a room is the problem. If there's a way to like quantify how dirty, ooh, how dirty are you? Like how dirty an area is, because you can see beauty, and this is like an ugly area, but that doesn't really tell me it's cleanliness, unfortunately. Welcome back, Funny World. No crashing. We like those. We like it when it doesn't crash. To the bitter end. It's true. Limes, you're an inspiration for future colonists everywhere. Yeah, so I really don't know of a way to see more detail about like in a situation like this, because yeah, there's no way we would have been able to build a floor. Also, Limes is puking a little bit, but you know, when you're a little bit woozy from anesthesia, it's to be expected. Arctic Slack. Oh yes. Oh yes. Make it weird. Arctic is hauling more packaged survival meals because you're literally the only person that can. And in fact, I think we're hauling the stuff that's farther away, which is good because we don't want the other animals to eat them if possible. Okay, yeah, it's up to you, Lunar Waffles. If you got one and you want to do it now, then we absolutely could if you want to redeem it. But like I said, for future reference, yeah, you can either DM it to me or on Discord, or you can post it on just one of the channels and tag me, or you can post an Imgur link. There's really no wrong way to do it. Mood debuffs, yeah. Tainted clothes, yeah. I would think so, Goblin. Yeah, you would really think so. I guess it's because you can very easily unassign beds. So I could easily say, no, this is now Limes' bed, you know? So I guess, like, the ownership is so fluid, can be very fluid, so maybe that's why. But yeah, it makes perfect sense. It's like, oh, I slept where a person died. Like, this bed is tainted forever. Kind of like how clothes get tainted forever. It totally makes sense in that sense. Alright, so with Arctic being here, yeah, I'm gonna say Hull plus, I'm going to take down to a 3. I'm gonna start cutting some stuff down. Deathy puke bed. Yeah, I can't say. Yeah, deathy puke blood bed. Ugh, gross. And do you like how Farfanugan's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna clean. It's all Arctic and Limes. We could have Limes do. Actually, no, we can't. Oh no, we can have her clean because she's not dying anymore, and she is able to move and do stuff. Arctic, make sure you leave the door open, please. There's gonna be a lot of botched constructions. It's gonna happen, but it's not all bad. Just burn it. Yeah, yeah, deconstruct it. Actually, all right, you guys want to see something romantic? What we can do, we can make this the medical bed. Limes, I'm gonna be. Oh, you want meat? You want food? Okay, that's fine. And then you're gonna rest more. You guys want to see something really romantic? So Farfnugan and Arctic are a couple now. So we can make the bed in which Limes almost died. Oh, whoops. Shit, not Farfnugan. Oh crap, what is it? Yeah, there we go. We can make that bed the place where the relationship shall be a little, you know. Don't make it weird. When have I ever made something on stream happen? When have I ever said anything or acted out something on stream that quickly got into weird, creepy territory? It only happens several times a day. Someone died and the planet is tainted. Time to throw the whole thing out, man. Throw the bathwater out with the baby. The state of those sheets. No, look how pristine it is. Oh, it's an excellent bed, by the way. It's only missing 15% of its you know, of its stuff. The title of this bed is Shape with God. I'm sorry, what? Engraved with a depiction of an empty formal shirt. At the edge of this image are a group of blacksmiths, which is appropriate because Limes is a blacksmith. Hey, we got there, fam. So I don't actually know why this art is here. Whenever you have existing art or existing furniture that has art engraved upon it, the author is unknown. It's just randomly made, so there's no actual sense to it. But that is pretty cool, though. The infected, yeah, it's, you got fucking mega, well, it was COVID, it was shoulder COVID, I guess, or something, I don't know. So fucking wild, dude. That's true, yeah, they'll just, yeah, we don't need medical beds necessarily. It makes it easier to force them to rest. And I guess for Limes, we don't need to force her to rest now because she's gonna be fine. But it means that her wounds will heal quicker, at least. The blacksmith gods, that's correct, my friend. Arctic's like, I'm chopping this shit down. We will end up bringing this knife because it's unroofed right now. Shouldervid 19. Now, one thing, Limes, I'm gonna have you do real quick. Get your knife back. We need you to fuck some bad guys up with that knife. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna stab. Stabby, stabby. Thank goodness for, yeah, Hephaestus. Yeah, Limes is like, yeah, I got my knife. Yeah, I got my knife. What do you have in your knife? What do you have in your hand? A knife. No! Yeah, it's true. There's no sense to it, and it's fucking great. Limes wants to watch the sun. Okay, I will allow this, but then get yourself back to resting. She's like, I almost died, smiley face. Time to watch the sunset. Yeah, the reason she's puking is because their anesthesia's wearing off, but a little bit woozy. A little bit on the woozy side. Arctic's like, I'm gonna haul some wood that's really far away, actually. And then we'll want to clean this up. Oh, he got the door! Do we need that? I guess we do kind of need that there, don't they? I'm wondering if you can reach that through the door, actually. Back to your bone bed. Is this a bone bed? Oh, no, that's a bone bed. It's awful, by the way. Are bone beds comfortable? There's a cat. Yeah, comfort. Is that what I'm looking for? No, not comfort. There's like yeah, here we go. Rest effectiveness. Not very. Not very. But this one's pretty okay. Yeah, rest effect. Yeah, this one's great. Wooden beds are comfy. It's made out of bones. Made out of boners? No, made out of bones. Totally different. Totally different. Yeah, she's just living her best life. The only life that she has. The best one. See the femurs used? Yeah. Need some defenses. Oh, don't worry, game. I'm quite aware that shit is fucked right now. Farfanugan's like, I'm just wandering, smiley face. Is Farfanugan? Yeah, Farfanugan has good recreation feels, at least. Trip to the boner bed. Actually, I guess Farfanugan and Arctic are gonna take a trip to the... Well, actually, they're both ladies, so there's no boners happening, but there's a little bit of something happening, though. 3 walls and a bone bed, and also, oh, floor covered in puke and blood. Are the blankets made out of skin? Yeah, there's never really any descriptions for how do you build beds when you just use wood or steel or bones. Like, there's blankets and pillows. Where do those come from? With bedrolls, it makes a little bit more sense because there's cloth, or fur beds even, which are more comfortable in winter weather. But yeah, it's like this. Where does that come from? And that's one of those things where the game kind of hand waves a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, you know, you don't have to worry about bullets in your gun. You don't have to worry about water, like keeping your people hydrated. You don't have to worry about having tools for repairing or building. So there's a lot of details where there's less micromanaging, and that's one of the many reasons why I like this game so much. There's a lot of minutia that the player doesn't have to worry about. Arctic, aren't you gonna get sleepy? He's like, I want to haul wood. Arctic's a wood hauling madman. Shanking is mainly... Oh, there you go. Yeah. Bonafide knife. You got the shanking skills. Yeah. And Limes, with your background as an urban world urchin, street urchin, where you had a lot of scuffles and whatnot that gave you the skills you needed. It's interesting that you got a shooting of +2, but your shooting is 0. Oh, because blacksmith is -5. That'll do it. It's a good thing you can't have negative skill points. But at least helped with the street scuffles and other punch-ups. A reputation for the high quality of her work. That's correct. She wasn't bad at using the swords, or the small handheld swords. Where am I from? Oh, you're a fellow Alex. You're a fellow Alex. You're a fellow Alice in Chains fan. Yo, you're fucking awesome, man of the box. So yeah, I'm in St. Louis. I'm smack dab in the middle of the country geographically, continental United States, and yeah, I've been here. I've been in the area for most of my life, and yeah, we actually have a community of Twitch streamers and enthusiasts that get together every so often, and we actually had a meetup, a kind of an informal meetup earlier today. Had lunch with a bunch of Twitch St. Louis friends earlier, which was great. So yeah, we actually have a pretty thriving Twitch community just in the local area, which is really nice. And if there's anybody who's from the St. Louis area that is not in the Twitch St. Louis Discord but wants an invite, feel free to reach out to me, send me a DM on Twitch or Discord, and I can get you the hookup. I can't post any like unexpiring links because there have been some spam bots that have been hitting Discord up a lot, so we've tried to curtail the unexpiring links, but I can get you like a personalized one, easy peasy, so I can get you the hookup. Need defenses, minor break, risk Limes, who is like, yo, I almost fucking died. Also, I'm ravenously hungry. Is it because you keep puking up food, Limes? Is that why you're hungry? Her anesthesia's wearing off though. And Farfnugan, like a little buddy, is gonna feed you like a true homie. Psychically sensitive. So a new trait, and this is not a good one. Spent fighting the deadly illness was enough time for a self-reflection. So she is unusually sensitive to psychic phenomena. Well, that could be good or bad. There's bad psychic drones, and then there's good psychic drones. Alex in chains, goddamn it, Goblin. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself that I didn't think of that sooner. Honestly, that's goddamn genius. Some stabbing and some shankings. Oh, you're in Russia. That's awesome, man in the box. It's probably kind of late. Well, or maybe it's really early in the morning for you. But I realize, because it's midnight here where I'm at, so I realize that the time difference might be a little bit inconvenient for you. But I appreciate you being here, my friend. Does it mean you have powerful psychic powers? I will show you. It means that you are... So whenever psychic drones happen, then you will be that much more affected by them. Because psychic drones will typically make people happy, make people sad, make them more violent, make them less prone to violence. Something along those lines. Something along those limes, if you will. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, there's also like there's also those things too. Limes is fully healed. That sentence makes me so fucking happy. That's freaking great. Could it lead to psychic powers? The only way to get psychic powers is by doing the Empire quests, which we will be doing next. Well, not next, but eventually. So what we need to do is we need to finish building this up and cleaning it up. And then what we need to do next is try to conquer these bad guys before this hive propagates more. It's still not reproducing yet, but it will eventually. We need to take these assholes out, and then we need to, I guess, start setting up shop in here. I don't know what's inside of there. It could be nothing, or it could be everything. So we'll find out. But I want to set up shop in here, and once we do so, then we need to start planting. Actually, maybe I could start doing that now. I think our main planting person is Arctic, who is still the protagonist of this story. In fact, he is really the only person who can really do any plant skills worth a damn. But yeah, we'll need to designate some plant things. There's really not a ton that are super conveniently located. So like if we look at really fertile soil, the only really good soil, some down here, some up here. So the best soil is over here, which is kind of far away. There's some little small amount up here. Some up here as well. So what we would likely do is plant some stuff like just on the outside where it's like pretty good soil. Not great soil, but sufficient. A psychic stabby person. Arctic saved your life. Arctic definitely helped. Farfnugan absolutely helped. And Limes, you saved yourself as well. So really, it was a team effort. Everyone came together to save Limes' life. Limes' lime. It could be awful. Yeah, we have... I mean, it could be anything. I mean, we'll claim it, but yeah, we'll need to take a crack in there. But yeah, we want to have a safe spot first, in case, like a safe, relatively clean spot first, in case an awful thing like that happens again. But we don't have a ton of food forever. That's a problem. We don't want donkeys or well, I guess dogs have to eat this, because dogs aren't going to eat berries and bushes and whatnot. Because dogs do not eat well, they eat vegetables, but not live plants. They eat liquor. I mean, I don't know if eating liquor I would recommend. Eating seeds is kind of surprising. Corpses. I mean, we could have fed limes to you. Yeah, so what we're going to do is, one thing real quick, is to say, let's make a new area and call this livestock. And we're going to say, yeah, man, you can be pretty much anywhere right now, but maybe don't be by the food. So we'll say like, that's fine. Not gonna let him up in there, up in there, up in there. But that's all fine. That's all good. Like all this grass, all these grazing lands. That's all great. That is just great. So that's all good. So we'll do that for animal friend, Mr. Kong. The doggy I think we have to keep there for now. Want to play some RimWorld? Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it was for me, man in the box. I watched other people play this game, and I got bitten by the bug, and it has never stopped, honestly. What's this biome? This is a temperate forest, which is actually a really good biome. It's a very safe biome to be in. Relatively, at least. If we can make it or break it. If we can, you mean if we can take out these guys? Or do you mean whatever could be inside of here? Because I think this is a really... I think it's just this one room. This could be a whole thing, but I think it's going to be this one small little space. A base at the entrance for staging. Eventually we would. But we don't have a ton of food, so I kind of want to strike relatively quickly. Yeah, it's the easiest for sure. Yeah, relatively safe. But the spiders are going to be... Yeah, the spiders are going to be huge for sure. One for a walk. Yeah, once we get this cleaned up, well, fixed up, and then... Let's see, do we have more wood? We probably don't. We do have wood. I'm going to do this. Arctic, you're probably going to want to... oh, build wood. Oh, okay, he's already got the wood. Excellent. So now, I'm going to tell you to do some cleaning. Get this as pristine as possible. Probably also move this out. That way it's just a medical area by itself. Fix the bed. I mean, sure. That's good. Okay, so same thing. Whoop, not medical. What am I doing? So the 2 lovebirds. And then, has everybody eaten breakfast? Yes, yes, and yes. I don't know if there's anything else. Is there anything else to be cleaned? I'm like right-clicking. Yeah, there's nothing else to be cleaned. So this is as pristine as it can be. Living a medical bed. I mean, in case injuries happen, we can hold back up there if we need to. I mean, I guess we don't need it to be medical. But I feel like that's the best spot to be. Or the best spot for that to be. A Viking death. A Viking funeral with fire. Built into a wall. This is what we have right now. But yeah, eventually I want to build into a mountain. How many insects? Just this one cluster. So 1 big boy, 2 medium boys, and 3 small boys. The small boys I'm not quite as worried about. Those take like a bullet to kill. They do more damage than one would expect. 1.5 is pretty... It's not bad, but it's kind of scary. I mean, oh wait, that's the same guy. Like, the medium guys are 2.0, and the big boys are 2.5, I think. So, or 2.8. Ooh. So, it's a bunch, but there's only one of the big boys. There were 2 big boys last time we did this. 2 big boys and 3 of the medium lads. So it's an equal fighting force, but we'll be able to, I think we'll be able to like take some pot shots farther away because we have a better straight shot this time around. So I'm going to, yeah, we're going to bring them upwards. Excavate evacuation. I'll get them up here. Uh-oh, they're already on the move. It makes me a little bit nervous. Let's just go into regular mode. Well, let's hug this wall. Because all walls deserve love. See, there's some water here, which is a little bit curious. Limes. I'm gonna have you wait for everybody else. Got your knife. Got your knife. Got the little icon below it, below your character portrait there. Equipped plasteel knife. Here comes Arctic. Despite being a fast walker, Arctic is kind of showing up. Although I think he started farther away. Yeah, they're still wandering. It'll say like going for a melee attack when they're like specifically seeking out some murder. They haven't caught on to us yet. He's got a knife. Right, so let's move up, and I'm gonna like use Arctic in particular to try to like snipe some shots. I bet we can take out this big boy real quick. So Arctic, yeah, so everyone else hold back here. Limes, I know you had a very traumatic experience, but I am gonna put you out front. And then Arctic, we're gonna use you to try to lure these fuckers out of here. Explode their faces. Electric Wizard? Is that a band? Because I will admit I've never heard the band. But I am gonna do a quick Google search. As if you enjoy Alice in Chains and you're giving me music recommendations, I am definitely down for music recommendations because I'm always hungry for new suggestions to feed my ears with tasty goodness. Just put me in, coach. I'm ready to kill. So just wandering. They haven't seen me yet. They haven't seen Arctic yet. I want to get the big fucker. I want to snipe that dude. Cause I think Arctic, you have a shot on all these things. It's just you're too far away. I want big boy to squeak a little bit closer. Do you have a fine cocktail on you, Arctic? Arctic, you have 2 fine cocktails and you're not sharing with the rest of the class? A fine complex cocktail mixed precisely from multiple ingredients. Arctic's like boozing up and shooting shots. Hell yeah, man. Boozing up with cocktails and shooting some insects. What a that's some like RimWorld blue collar shit that I'm super down for. Alright, so can you take a shot? I bet you can. You can! Now, or do I wait for this guy to get in range? I'm gonna say let's take the shot. Oh, he went away. I'm gonna move Arctic a little bit closer. Oh wait, can you reach that? Oh, he can. Eventually. I'm gonna get him a little bit closer. Get a little closer. Oh, big boy! Yeah, get big guy. Get him. Get his ass. Excellent, yeah. No, I'm definitely down for suggestions. I won't always like all the suggestions, obviously, but I will give every music suggestion that is given to me a chance. As some of my greatest music enjoyment surprises have come from bands where I was like, I don't know about this. And then it was awesome. So, we got a good hit on this guy. But now they are aware of our presence. So, Arctic, I'm gonna move you back. And we do have run and gun enabled, so he will take some pot shots while he's getting back to his bad self. And we're gonna say, yeah, keep focus on big boy. Here it is, friends. This is for all the marbles. Some of the marbles? No. All the marbles. Oh, snipe that fucker. Hell yeah. Actually, well, it actually wasn't that big of a shot, but it slowed his ass down, which is pretty cool. Frognugan, I'm gonna move you out slightly. I want to make sure you can reach things. There we go. I hope Limes doesn't have any bad PTSD from the last time we went down this road. They're getting closer than I would have liked. This guy, I think, has given up the chase, which is a little bit surprising, but is very, very, very good news. Did we shoot an eye out just now? We like damaged his sight a little bit. Not much, though. This guy... Oh, gleam cap smoke. Oh, they passed through some gleam cap smoke. That's actually very good. Because that'll make them, like, a little bit sick for... I mean, not very, but, like... That is very good for us. So, we need to be mindful of this gleam cap stuff here. Gleam cap is good for producing medicine. But it also has, like, a noxious effect if you walk through the fumes. Excellent. Thank you, Lunar Waffles. Limes, I have faith that you'll be able to use your prior knowledge of fighting these guys to not get horribly infected. Okay, well, you're hit already. Minor cut on the tibia. Or no, on the leg and the tibia. Okay. Not good. Not horrible, but not good. Frognugan is hit. Oh, don't like that. Arctic, I'm gonna have you focus on this guy. And I see that with a level 20 shooting, Arctic is still having a hard time. Oh, it's because he drank recently. Oh, no. Why didn't I notice that? Because he was boozing. His sight isn't that hard, but his manipulation has been tanked a little bit. Fuck, I wish I would have noticed that sooner. I would have waited. Crap, no wonder we're having a hard time landing our shots. Well, at least Arctic is. He really has been boozing up this whole time. God damn it. Well, I mean, that's a thing. So I'm a little bit more worried about Frognugan this time. Limes got hit, I think, just once. Frognugan is bleeding out. Man, I really want to, like, keep it this. Because this is gonna now start to... Well, not yet, but it's gonna soon start doing its thing. I feel like we should retreat, though. Yeah, Enya's good. I like Enya. I only have like one of her albums, but I like her music a lot. Do I immediately retreat and treat our wounds, or do we like keep on it? Limes, I'm not worried about. She'll be fine. Farfnugan I'm a little bit concerned about. Farfnugan will like the bleeding will stop. And I think if it drops below 100%, then it'll be fine. Treater bleeding, yeah. I really want to like wrap this up now, but I'm inclined to think, especially with Arctic being slightly tipsy, that now is maybe not the best chance. Temporary medical sleeping spot, yeah. Yeah, we could just like, for limes, yeah, we could say, maybe under furniture, something like this. This place is probably, well, again, I don't know how gross this place is. So we could do something like this. Say Farfnugan rest. Say Limes rest. Oh, Arctic, yeah, if you want to do the honors. Finish him. Do I have a mod pack or did I choose mods manually? So I did choose mods manually, but I put them all in a collection. So if you want to see a list of the mods I'm using, then I've got a little Steam link right there that has been updated to include all the latest mods that I'm using with my lists. So that's what I'm doing right now. One person killed a hive. Yeah, that's the thing, is that there's still a lot of other dudes there, and I don't know if one person can take all 3 of them by themselves. Because what we could do is say limes with this or worse. Same with you. Say tend to Farfnugan, which is to say, just, you know, use your hands. Because, yeah, I definitely want to take the hive out. That's, like, the main concern, but we gotta get close for that shit. It's scary. It's kind of a staging area. Yeah, like, this'll stop the bleeding, obviously, but it's not gonna be very good. Tending quality... 18... Actually, 18%'s not bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, like I said, I'm using a lot of mods. I went maybe a little bit overboard. But yeah, I added a lot of mods. Slightly overboard, but yeah, added a lot of mods, which adds a lot of new stuff to the game, stuff I'm still discovering. And I'm not an expert at this game. I've only played like 250 hours of this game. But I mean, I know people that have streamed and or played thousands of hours of this game. So it's one of those games where you can definitely spend a lot of time with it with no mods at all and still discover new things. So Limes is gonna tend to herself, and she's mostly fine. I'm not worried. I'm more worried about infections, because as we saw, that shit can get awful. And a cracked tibia, which means she's gonna walk a little bit slower. All right. Yeah, so some bruise. So the bruises aren't bad. Obviously, the cuts and the cracks are worse. The cuts are where infections can happen. All right, so I think she wants to eat. That's fine. I'll let her eat. In fact, everyone's getting hungry. Does everybody have meals on them? They do. All right, so yeah, go ahead and clean the blood. That's fine too. All right, so I think I might go ahead and resume the combat. I think now that we've taken out the two medium boys, we shot the big boy. I think I feel a little bit better. So I'm gonna leave. I guess we can leave those there. Arctic, I'll do what we did earlier. We'll draw you forward and start some fights. So they've retreated a little bit further. This guy's still bleeding everywhere. Not in immediate danger though, so he's not gonna collapse on his own. We do have to finish him. Is he attacking? Oh, attacking. Oh, no. Oh, I was gonna say, why is he attacking Mega Spider? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Good shot. A lot of hair mods. Yeah, lots of random hair stuff. And I removed vanilla hair. I specifically wanted, like, weird hair. Like, anime. Actually, no, I didn't add ones that were, like, too ridiculous. There were some that were very anime, like, very dramatic and, like, very, like, distractingly, like, bright. So I didn't go, like, too crazy. But I went a little crazy. We can attack the hive. When we go 9 to 5, we go for the hive or something. Yeah, attack the hive. That'd be cool. Now, when we hit the hive, they're probably all gonna get pissed. Man, Arcticus is really struggling. Oh, because of the bad back, yeah. His manipulation is getting worse because he's getting more... Are you still drinking more of the cocktails? No, not yet. He isn't drinking anymore. But his manipulation is getting worse. Okay, there's a hit. Oh, okay, that pissed him off. So I'm gonna say, yeah, make sure you target whatever you can target. That big boy. Oh, good hit on the big boy. You'd love to see it. Got a big hit. A big hit and a big shit. Sorry, I'm making it weird. Alright, so, yeah, Farfadigan knows what's up. Limes, I will still put you out in front if you would be okay with such things. Limes is like, put me in, coach. I require the violence. I'm targeting the big boy. Big boy is what I'm scared of. They won't survive. They will survive after the hive has been taken out, I think. But it won't produce more, thankfully. This guy's just fucking off. He's like, I don't want to. Oh yes, love to. Oh, I love to see it. All right, so these guys are fucking right off, and I am okay with that. These guys aren't gonna fuck around. Yes, try and get back to where you once belong. Yeah, make sure you're targeting big boy. Limes, we're keeping you on retainer. Oh, 36. This guy's out of here. Oh, he's out of here. Oh, beautiful. Dude, I'm getting very excited. Too excited, perhaps. He wants to avenge his mother? Mother. Mother. I crave violence. They're trying to flank. Or they're trying to be little fucking little chumps. Is what they're trying to be. They're trying to be a little dinguses. Mega spider, yeah. Yeah. Can we shoot? He's so small, we can't hit him. He's gonna they eat their buddies? That's what's happening. They're eating their own buddies, and we can't hit them. He's too small. Oh, get fucked. Oh, get double fucked. Except I think that glanced off his armor. Yeah, it glanced off his shell. Limes, it's all you, homie. Go in, Limes. Stab. Dude, Limes is a fucking baller. You just cut his entire body off, Limes. You just dissected his shell. Limes, you just uninstalled this dude from his own body. That was incredible. A few left, and they're all small boys. You know what? I'm feeling bold now. I'm feeling emboldened. We're bringing up the force. The one stab wonder. Oh, are they coming back for revenge? Huh. Let them try. Nothing personal, kid. I will get... I'm gonna have Limes get here. Farfadigan, you're going right there. Arctic, you already know what it is. Murder. Indiscriminately. Oh, God, it's so good. Alright, so I believe we are insect free. Let's check the wildlife tab. There's a lot of wildlife. No other scary things. Well, that's not true. There's several predators. Oh, by the way, Doggy is just fucking off by themselves. I mean, hopefully they're not gonna hunt Doggy. Kong is gonna guard him. But yeah, Doggy is a snack for predators, so we have to be aware of that. One's way out there. There's a ferret. Way out here. There's a gray fox. Way out there. It's probably fine, but you know, we'll want to shore that up eventually. Limes is going for. I bet Limes knew what she was doing. I bet Limes is going for that like a ninja. All right, time to go for this shit. You know what, Limes? Since that was so awful for you, I'm gonna give you the honors to take out the hive. And it's not producing, so we can do this now. Everybody else, I'm gonna undraft. Like how whenever somebody is facing this way with their knife, it's like they're in stabby mode. I'm just like, this fucker's gonna get it. It's got some gleam cap stuff there. Mega scarab. Mega dead. This is gonna be juicy to see. Out of curiosity. Oh, we get to see this. Oh, he's trying to repair the door. I also want to, like, take a look. Okay, it's really just nothing. Okay. And that's just granite, like, not walls, but, like, granite. This is a block, right, or, like, a wall piece right there. But, yeah, I think this is all solid. I don't think there's any hollowness. So, to make this our home, we would need to do something. So, there's, like, sunlight over here, which is a little bit surprising. Kind of nice, though. I'm actually kind of curious if there's more fertile soil in here. That'd be really neat if there was. So that's something to find out eventually. I'm gonna say first thing is first. We're gonna start bringing the beds up here somewhere. Yeah, I've never made a like mountain base before. So how much of it do we want to mine out and like hollow out versus just like using existing walls? Like, this is nice. We would probably just uninstall this and put it elsewhere. But that's one thing we can do. Well, nothing else to speak of inside of here. There's Gleam Cap. There's Lime's about to break the shit out of this thing, which is great. I did undraft him. I have number 2. Due for maintenance. Oh, yeah, because it's dead. Yes. Good job, Limes. GG's. GG's to Limes and to everybody. Arctic and Farfanugan. Weathering a precarious storm there. That was quite a thing. We got there, team. Got some silver, or oh, that's steel up here, even better. So, Farfanugan's like, I'm gonna take a nap. On this cold mountain floor. Yeah, I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll want to build rooms. We'll want to like hollow things out. So there's a lot of mining operations. I think our main mining person is Arctic, who is also our main construction well, that's not true. We have 2 construction people, but he's also our main plant person, and we need to plant some plants. So for now, I don't know. Part of me wants to like start planting stuff out here. Let's plant stuff that grows really fast, and I know that rice is good for that. So definitely these. We can plant here as well. It's not going to grow very quickly, but it's still something. I like this one spot right there. So we'll do some there. Oh, here we go. There's a little bit out here. It's a little bit inconvenient. It's a shame to have to walk all the way out. It's going to waste a lot of time. But yeah, it makes me wonder if there's more fertile soil like in between here. So we'll want to deserve some. Well, sorry, I read Limes comment. We'll want to hollow out some of this. Arctic, I'm going to say you're doing a great job with construction, but we don't need that right now. I'm going to say plant grow is going to be a little bit more important. So let's start with, need to specify. Yeah, we'll do rice at first just because it's fairly quick. Although I wonder, let's see. Is there a way to know how quick we're talking? Growing time 3 days, nutrition 0.18. There's a few other options that we could try. Strawberries are a little bit longer. I know peas are pretty quick. Okay, not quick enough. 6.5 days. Onions were pretty quick, 5.6. Yeah, we need stuff like fairly quickly. Eggplants are kind of long. Yeah, 6 days. Corn takes forever. Cabbage, I think, is kind of, yeah, cabbage takes a while. Rice might be our best bet. TBH, which I'm fine with. Grapes, grapes we can do. That takes forever, though. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I thought there was one other plant that did pretty well for us last time. We could, like, plant agave, I guess. That's still 6 days. Yeah, I think rice is our best bet. So we'll just plant a bunch of rice. To start. And then long term, yeah, we'll say these are going to be, yeah, potatoes, I guess. Potatoes are good. Potatoes are always solid. Because the survival meals will only last so long. We can do hunting as well. There's a few other things we can do. But yeah, sooner than later, we're going to want to move things up here. which means bringing the beds. I mean, we can go ahead and sleep down there for now, but yeah, we're gonna want to like, this is gonna be a, they're like almost in polar opposites across from each other map-wise, so the distance is gonna be an issue. It's gonna make this a very long and arduous process. But yeah, planting the plants, or the crops rather, is gonna be pretty paramount. So Arctic, I'm gonna enforce you to sow the area quickly. Arfanugan, that's fine. Whoops. Deconstruct that. Limes, who are no longer drafted. Let's just go resting. I can't say I blame you. What an adventure, man. There's also all this insect jelly, but I don't want to fuck with that yet because insect jelly will cause food poisoning. So we're gonna hold off on that. It is almost 1 a.m., so I'll probably be hopping off in another half an hour to an hour or so. Chop down that tree. Needs light level 51. Oh, that was the tree, that is. Time to drink up. Consuming fine alcohol. We don't have much of that to go around, though. Got a fern right there. How you doing, Farfanugan? 100%. Oh, interesting. It shows you a little spot there, which is nice. Yeah, I wonder if the lack of sun that's going to be a problem. Oh, it's dark out right now, though. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, so, yeah, needs light level 51. This is uncovered, so, you know, the light's shining through here. Can you remove... you can't remove cave roofs, can you? So even if this was fertile soil, we wouldn't be able to do much with it. Yeah, that could be a problem. At least, maybe anybody, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can remove cave roofs. That'd be kind of overpowered if you could, because... remove roof area, yeah, so it's like... I don't think it quite works that way. Because then you could just ignore cave-ins. Farfanugan's almost healed up. No infections to speak of. Love to see it. I'm going to remove this so that Farfanugan will get back to the base. Arctic is moving real slow. Moving 25%. Man, Arctic has been... He wasn't fully recovered from his previous drink before going for another one. Now, I can try to say, you know, yo, let's maybe not go wild on the cocktails, homie. But I think he will ignore these orders since he has an addiction. So, like, you can tell them, hey, maybe don't. But they won't listen to you necessarily. And we have this to be uninstalled eventually. Oh, there we go. He's picking it back up, 50% now. As he was moving real slow for a second there. Oh, we're going all the way out here. Oh boy. People, I really pushed the colonists hard to get rid of those insects, but I think I'm glad that we pushed hard for it. Yeah, I'll be really curious. What we'll eventually want to do is mine there. I mean, we'll want to mine out a lot of this, I think. But I'm wondering if there's more fertile soil hidden after this area. But again, it's like we don't... I think that's going to be one potential issue. And this soil out here is pretty good. So really, in a perfect world, we would just mine out like a tunnel to be able to quickly get to and from. So that's one thing we can do. There's lots of fertile soil out here, obviously. And we're actually close right now to some... well, not fairly far away from some pretty good stuff. Limes is chilling there. Farfanugan is grabbing food, right? Yeah. Go rest. I think this movement's so slow. And nobody's gonna pass out on the way, but people are gonna be pretty tired, so I'm just gonna triple time it. Man, what a fucking journey. We've done so little with today's colony, but the things that we did do, the things we weathered were enormous. So I feel pretty good about that. But we've got a long road ahead of us because we have a lot of work to do. A lot of things to move from here to up there. We have a lot of things to build. There we go. Oh, some 11s. A lot of things to build. A lot of things to like plant specifically. So, yeah, to make this mountain... I mean, we don't have to do the mountain base, but I kind of want to. It feels like that would be a lot of fun. Especially because down here, this is kind of close to the edge of the map. And you don't want to be close to the edge of the map. In all fairness, this is also close to the edge of the map, but no bad guys could... I mean, they could try to mine from the outside, but I don't think any bad guys would like spawn on this corner or this side over here. So they would have to approach from the outside in some way. So this would be very defensible, except for the whole infestation problem. That part's going to be an issue. There will be infestations, and it will be awful when that happens. Any plants we can harvest yet? Or fungi, or shrooms, or anything like that? Lots of plant guts, or insect guts, rather. Gleam cap. News of peace between two other nations. The Cannibals' Army. I have a good feeling about the Cannibals' Army, guys. The Cannibals' Army and the coastal townsfolk of Ashplain have decided to be nice. Very good. Good job being nice. What else we got? Some 96% mushrooms. Glow stool. If your stool is glowing, you might want to see a doctor. 12%, 12%. So we got some stuffs. Some mushrooms that are edible and I think are pretty harmless, so long as they're like cooked into food and not eaten raw. So yeah, eating raw mushrooms doesn't sound like a fun time. Agrolux. An enormous purple mushroom. Glowing protrusions make it beautiful to look at, but if it gets exposed to light, it dies. To death. Some berry bushes. Yeah, so we got some other nifty things. Gray fields. That makes me think of the band Blackfield. One of my, a collaborative project between a few of my favorite artists. Oh, I like this song. This song always makes me, like, feel warm and fuzzy. It feels like I'm watching the end of a coming-of-age story between, like, you know, little kids, like, growing up together and having, like, an adventure. Farvernigan's like, I'm a little bit injured, but I got some love, and so injuries be damned. Actually, your injuries are almost gone, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, no, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be all right. Oh boy. All right. So yeah. So I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll start moving things up. So I'm gonna delete this one. Oh, after Limes is doing some hauling actually. So what I should have done is I should have just copied and pasted. We're gonna say stockpile zone. I don't really have. I mean, there's a lot of places that are covered in insect guts. We'll just say right here. And yeah, pretty much everything but corpses and blocks and such. So let's see. There were some survival meals up here somewhere. Actually, Limes might have just grabbed all of them. I feel bad now. I'm gonna move them all over again. So Limes, I'm gonna have you. Oh, what you got? What you got? So we're gonna haul all those up. Same with the meds. Same with the components. Wait, what is she? Wait, what's Limes doing? Oh, well, replacing broken components. Limes, if you want to do that, I'm gonna have you just uninstall it instead. Because I don't want to repair it yet. Clean the whole cave. We will want to. I mean, so long as infection or wounds don't happen, we'll be fine. But yeah, this place is gross right now, so we will absolutely want to clean things up. But yeah, we're unfortunately limited as far as who can help out with such things. Doggy Friend, we're gonna make sure that Doggy Friend and Donkey Friend follow us. So I'm just gonna say expand livestock. I'll just put them both in livestock, I guess. Actually, there's gonna be crops up there. Yeah, we're gonna say, would they eat live vegetables? I don't think that they would. Actually, no, that's not true. The donkey would absolutely eat live vegetables. For the donkey, I'm gonna leave him out. This might be a bad idea. I'm gonna leave him outside. The doggy won't eat live vegetables, but the donkey absolutely would. And he can graze on grass, so he'll be happier out here, I think. Doggy Friend, so let's make a separate zone. My dog Dexter, he keeps getting excited. I keep saying the word doggy, and he keeps being like, You talking shit? Heard you talking shit. So new area. We'll call this pets. And then we shall say expand pets. So I don't think doggy will eat Oh, I need to, like, carve a little zone out from here. Well, actually, that's not true. We need Doggy to be able to eat survival meals. That's all we can do right now. I guess all this is fine because, again, they want to eat live vegetables. Yeah, welcome back, Derek. Yeah. No, we're doing well, bud. We're doing well. We had some scary moments a little bit earlier, but we managed to pull through. So yeah, our colony is... we're at least limping by. I want to set up in this mountain area, and I've never done a mountain base before, so I know some things of what to expect, but this could be very cool, but it's going to be tricky getting it set up. So we have our work cut out for us, but I'm pretty excited. Will they eat corpses? He or she? Let's find out. He would eat corpses. I don't know if he would eat insect corpses. Yeah, corpses, yeah. But certainly like animal corpses, like this platypus, for instance. Or this donkey. You know what? I have to make a confession, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this donkey. Donkeys are good for hauling. They can rescue. Actually, they can rescue. That could be awesome. So if we could train this to be a rescue donkey, absolutely. That would be worth. Oh, right. Limes, if you could be a deer, I'm gonna have you, like, haul some things while you're going up there. I should have thought of that sooner, honestly. I keep pulling limes around. I just can't make up my mind. Let's reinstall this bed. We actually don't need all these beds. We'll go ahead and get all of them, though, for now. I kind of know where to put these things, man. I guess for now, we'll just slap them up here so we have a place to keep them, but... yeah, this is gonna be very slapdash for a while. I could be really romantic and put it in the... oh, I actually can't put it in the water. I was gonna say I could make it romantic and make it a waterbed by putting it in the water. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game, Derek. I really like it a lot. It's a game that I've put a decent amount of time into, and I've watched other people play a lot, but there's still so much that I've yet to learn. So I have a lot ahead of me. Also, I'm gonna cancel all the construction, like chopping down orders from down here, because we're gonna be moving away from things that are down this far. So we got the beds designated. Whoops. So we'll haul all those things. Did we give animal friends new designations? Doggy friend, we'll say pets. Long is livestock, which I need to clear this out. So we'll say we're moving out from here. Good luck with that, cause I'm moving out, says Kong. And we have other beds, not a lot. In fact, I think literally just 2, I want to say, or just the 1. There's some chairs up here, a lamp. There's 1 bed there. Is that all? I thought there was 1 more. Oh, some gleam cap. Ooh, gleam cap. Yes, gleam cap. Good. It's medicines. And that is very, very good. Okay, I think that is the only one then. Some bones here. That could be good for building. Construction, that is. These are just ferns. Okay, so yes, we have a couple of things. Just that there's a rotting goose over here. So we'll eventually bring that over as well. So we'll have more beds we need, necessarily. I'm gonna go and unpause now. What we'll ultimately need to do is carve out spots to, like build rooms, that kind of thing. Caravan is approaching. They're a wine merchant. We don't really have much to sell to you, homie, but you're welcome to hang out with us, homie. So, I would say we're gonna hollow out a lot of this, probably. So, eventually... I don't want to have this happen, like, immediately. But eventually, we would mine... probably all that. We'd probably like seal off some of this because I mean we wouldn't, or I don't know if I would seal it off necessarily. Like we wouldn't need these tendrils necessarily. I'm more interested in like having like this be like eventually all that hollowed out. But I don't want this to be a priority. But I'm just kind of spitballing here. Also, how much of that is roofed? None of it right now, but I don't know if I believe that. So we'll see. Yeah, this would be like a good general zone. We have some existing blocks. So let's think about this. We have a door already. We could... the problem is, like, you have to deconstruct. You have to mine or deconstruct it eventually to get anything with this. We're gonna be here for a while, so we need a name for our faction and a name for our settlement. So for the settlement, so it's worth mentioning we're on an island, believe it or not. So this is an island mountain colony. So does anybody have any suggestions for our settlement name, the name of this particular location, and then the name for our faction in case we were to make another settlement elsewhere, an additional settlement that is? Because we could. I probably won't, but we could. We could say something about being in a mountain or on an island. We made a Gilligan's Island joke earlier. Ass Island, the fight no Gassos. You know, I'm a fan of Hobbit-related puns, so any Lord of the Rings-related puns or jokes or things like that. Like Gilligan's Island, like Hobbitgins Island, it doesn't really work. Or Mount something. I mean, Mount Doom would be, you know, Mordor. I mean, some of these would be a little bit too on the nose. The Shire. I think our first faction ever was the Super Shire, and the settlement, our first settlement ever was Fellowship of the Alex, and then the second settlement was the Alex Towers. We can make this one the Return of the Alex. Khazad-dûm? Is that a Lord of the Rings thing? I can't remember. Death Mountain Island. The Prancing Donkey. The Prancing Donkey is kind of cool. This would mean we need to keep Kong alive, and I think I will. I think I've talked myself into keeping him alive. Yeah, we can make Kong our mascot of sorts. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like that, Man in the Box. I like that a lot. Let's see if it'll allow the special characters. So that'd be a good settlement name for sure. Oh, it accepts the foreign characters, excellent, or special characters. He's the sacrifice. No, I want to try to keep him alive if possible. I've had a not so good track record of keeping anything alive in my colonies, but this time it's going to be different, I tell myself. Limes has single-handedly turned the tide as far as tragedies with our colonies. The faction name. It's hard to come up with good names for like the faction. We could do like, yeah, we could do like the Super Shire. We could do, I wish I was more creative. I wish I was more, I'm trying to think of the donkey thing now. The barrel riders, ass worshippers. I was thinking the same thing, Limes. I was thinking of like some kind of like boobs or butts? Question mark. Butts. Butts forever. Butts forever is the screen name of one of my friends. Yeah, the barrel riders. Yeah, I mean, I know it wasn't in the book, but yeah. There's that. The prancing donkeys is also good. Like it's very whimsical, and I like whimsical. Shire Island. That'd be a good settlement name. The faction. I oftentimes struggle with faction names. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like some shorthand for those who prefer posteriors and the age-old boobs or butts. Seymour butts. God damn it, Unjust Banana. That's really good, actually. The Seymour butts. Dexter's Diggers. Yeah. The Dexter Excavators. The Shire Excavation Company. Something like that, maybe. Like something excavation company could be kind of cool. 'Cause that's kind of what we're all about right now. Do we have enough characters for like... Did I spell excavation correctly? The Hobbit Hole? Oh, god damn it. I love that for a settlement name. Oh, but this is such a good settlement name, too. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna look up the Lenny face. I'm gonna see if RimWorld will accept the Lenny face characters. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, the Lenny face is this. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, I kind of like, I would say that part alone has sold it for me. Do they allow emojis? You probably can't see this. Oh, it doesn't allow emojis, dude. Wouldn't that be fucking wild? Yeah, it doesn't allow emojis. Sad. High intensity tunneling. High intensity, you say? Fangone. Oh, you're right, man in the box. There's other cool names, yeah. Hobbit Hole is pretty good, yeah. The Hobbit Hole with the Lenny face. The Lenny face 100% like convinced me. Yeah, I'm definitely down for suggestions for like the faction name. I kind of like the excavation company, like something excavation company, something digging company, something mining company. If anybody has any good ones, it's a Shire. It's the Shire, the cherry on top. Oh, it is. Do we have enough characters? Shire, high intensity. God damn it, I kind of love that. I'm so glad I gave you enough characters. How many more characters do I have? A lot. You can go real ham on that. Renovations. I kind of like this, honestly. Can we get another Lenny face? We could. I don't want to abuse the Lenny face, though. Lenny face is a very sacred character. Characters, that is. Oh, fuck you, game. Don't tell me this name is invalid. God damn it. It's probably because of the Lenny face. God damn it. This is why I can't have nice things. Is it because it doesn't like the profanity? Okay, maybe that means Lenny face is fine. Maybe it doesn't like profanity. I'm not allowed to call my colony shit. Come on, dude. It's if I'm the one saying it, it's fine. Okay, we got it though. we still kept the Lenny face. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Okay. Alright guys, it's late. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I would have liked to have started a little bit earlier, but I'm glad we were able to get in what we could. A little bit of a rough start to our colony. Actually, a rough start to our stream because our old colony crashed and burned quite spectacularly. However, this one, we've had a slow and uneasy start, but now we're starting to make some schmoves. We're gonna start to like build up some places. We have some rough roads ahead. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be difficult. Our first raid is gonna be fascinating because we will likely be hopefully we'll have like, you know, moved inside of here to at least some degree. So the raiders will have to come from the outside. Eventually they'll be smart. Eventually they'll airdrop in. They'll tunnel in. So we're not, you know, indefensible right now. But we're feeling pretty good right now. The periods, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. The acronym, if I wanted it at all, I wanted to make sure we had it like acronymized in some way. I wonder if there's a way to, yeah, so can I say review scenario? If there's a way to like rename the colony again if we wanted to, but I don't know if there's an option for that. But no, so we've got some tough roads ahead, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about our colony. Off to a strange but very eventful and a very entertaining start. Thank you all for being here, by the way, friends. This was I had a really fun time.